accidentally put a typo in here somewhere, and I'm not sure what word I meant to put because it definitely does not make sense where I've put it.
Oh.
But yeah, because I've put here some that at some point we decide to hash out a deal and agree to play them, and I don't know what I meant to put there.
What?
Did you mean pay them?
That's probably what it was meant to be.
Usually
I'm going to
goes-
assume.
Usually what goes along
Or
with the
Doodles
deal.
can play a show.
Yeah, that would make sense based on what happened.
Who are you
So I'm
talking
gonna
about? Like
This,
pay who?
yeah, this was the thieves and all that. Yeah,
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think you
Most
did agree
likely.
to do some kind of payment for
light
compensation or
payment.
something.
Yeah. Yeah, that's most likely what I meant to put then. I'll start now then. We continue to fight with the bandits, which is not going well, with most of us injured and Doodle trying to negotiate with unsure results. Talking doesn't seem to be an easy task, but manage to settle things down and explain our side of things and start to hash out a deal. We agree to pay them and help them with the rogue faction of vampires. That's causing them some trouble. They lead us to some rooms to rest in. After we wake up, I send a message to Volley and then Ellen, getting some weird info. Volley telling us a place to meet, and Ellen not feeling the safest with him. We talk with Kyber, the leader of the pit gang we've met, and agree to help get us through the tunnels close to where we want to go. We make our way up through Finnegan's Flint. Doodle disguises himself and makes the rest of us invisible, and make our way to our meeting spot. With Foley along the way, Doodle gets stopped by guards, who he persuades to let them pass, and we start making our way to meet Foley.
All right. So
Suspicious of the meeting, I will add.
yeah, you are meeting him around the lake somewhere. You were looking for him. So it is the 62nd of spring at 10:40 a.m. You had a little bit of a run-in with the guards, but Doodles kind of talked you out of it, or talk them out of any trouble. So I think we were just searching around trying to figure out the meeting spot.
Yeah, I think we were actually heading towards the less bustling side of the lake because we assume that that's probably. Oh,
Yeah.
we're all still stealthing though, aren't we? Like, most of us are invisible.
Yes, I
remember
think
correctly. Yeah.
only Doodles was not, if I remember.
Doodles was disguising himself.
Disguised.
Yeah,
You-
disguised. All right.
Eldwin,
Yes.
I can't remember the name of your feathered creature, but do you think you could send them to maybe scout around?
Trying to remember.
Also, is there a way to
Remember-
maybe make them invisible? Because I feel like that's going to stand out.
I could, I could make them invisible.
Make it a bat
For
or
an
something
hour.
that is native.
Take a shower though.
Yeah, all you you know that you're supposed to be meeting him near the lake, and I think he mentioned the waterfall as well.
He did.
Yeah, I could make I could resummon Lyrith as something smaller, and I could cast invisibility on it, but it's not like it's not like Otto's creature.
Now, who's
Yeah,
casting?
you would have to.
Who's casting invisibility on the group right now? Who's holding that spell?
It was Doodle.
Doodles and Eldwin.
Okay,
After not
Both of us.
so just keep in
I think
mind that if
both
you
of us
cast,
had to combine.
yeah, if you cast
Oh, am I
another
missing a spell
spell.
slot?
I don't know if we should.
I think you.
use-
Oh, were you? That's right. You weren't here last week. I think I did.
Can
take
I
it
find
for
somewhere
you.
to hide?
Let me double check.
Or like.
We had said
back
we had
in-
taken
Maybe
them.
not. Sorry. How many people did he turn invisible?
Well, we had spoken about Doodle doing it.
Well, could Doodles do everyone?
No, I think I
That's why
did.
he's
think
not.
we were
That's why
talking
Doodles is
about-
visible.
I think we were talking about having to chat with Eldwin about the logistics of that when he came back.
So, I mean, if he did a level 5, he could do up to 3 people. So, how many did you do, Doodles?
I thought we spent spell slots. I thought we spent 2 people's spell slots last week, but I could be mistaken.
I did a level 4.
You're
Okay.
level 4, so that would be
Yes.
3
3
people.
people.
Two
So
people, 3
yeah, he
people.
probably did another 2 then. So I'll spend a level 3
Yeah.
for you,
Yeah.
Eldwin, because you had not spent it yet. But that might have been my mistake for forgetting that.
I think
Well, he
I
wasn't here.
propose that Anvir and at least one other person approach visibly, since Voli's message said come alone to Anvir. I assume he may not have actually meant alone, but I think at least some of us should be visible when we approach. What do you guys think?
Yes, but I think we still need to probably scout it out first and then.
Well, we don't have
include-
too much time left on our invisibility, so the scouting would have to be quite quick.
If I remember correctly, Lou at the end of the game said 15 minutes left.
So I think you have 20 minutes because it's 10:40.
Okay.
So you're proposing Anvir and I go talk?
I'm happy to go if the group would prefer, but I do think at least some of us should approach visibly rather than just trying to all sneak in. I don't know. Cool.
Cool.
Oh well, I
Cool.
was
Well,
talking about.
I mean, he knows that we come. We've told him we are coming. He knows. I think trying to sneak in might undermine
Cause suspicion.
Oh, I wasn't talking
Yeah,
about
any
sneaking in.
possibilities.
I was talking
Right.
about sending Eldwin's familiar.
Okay.
And then
What-
to look around to see if, for some unlawful reason, it's not just Volley and he's got an entire army behind him ready to capture us.
Didn't Ellen say? Did we
He-
hear that he has soldiers with him? Like, I forget if that was from Ellen or from some
We
other.
did hear that, but it wasn't.
intel.
But she never said that she was at the waterfall or anything like that. They just said that they were taken and he had a lot of guards with him.
So,
If
so
I
are we going or what?
If the group feels that we should scout, then Eldwin, by all means, do what you think is best for your companion.
Yeah, just so we have all the information, her exact words were, they kind of took us by force, him and a lot of his soldiers.
Cool. Yeah. Let's do it.
Alright, so what are you doing?
Eldwin sending 30?
You're familiar?
Yeah, I can send Lareth, but I wouldn't be able to make her invisible. But she is
Well-
pretty stealthy.
Alright, where are you sending her exactly?
I would kind of just see, like, try and ever do a lap around the lake, see if
Alright,
she can find anything stealthily.
so... are you looking through her eyes at all?
I will for as long as I can.
Alright, so... What is your passive perception? 10?
It's 10.
Give me an intelligence check, DC 12.
That I'm okay with. Intelligence.
And what form is she in?
Owl.
Owl. Alright, owls are not all that common in this area.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Maybe if we can
But,
make her invisible.
It is kind of dark up above anyway. I mean, people with dark vision might mistake her for a very large bat. But yeah, okay, so she's flying above, kind of looking around. And as you're looking through her eyes, you would notice someone in the street. They're dressed in common clothes, but you remember their face from the Stevison estate. You believe they may have been one of the guards, one of the drow.
Ah.
Oh,
It seems like
Is that the-
they're either looking around right now or maybe just in the area. It seems like an odd coincidence, though.
just out of personal investment, do I recognize that one as the one with like the shadow
No,
sword?
it's not that guy.
Dang it!
It was actually one of
Any
the
of the ones
guys
we
you.
shot?
It was one of the guys you passed in the yard when you were going in. So it wasn't one of the guys you
Okay.
fought.
Okay.
Probably one of the guys who was chasing after you, but yeah, you just remember him from the yard as you were entering the place.
Alright.
But you gonna do anything, or just have your owl keep going?
I'll just whisper that to everyone else and then have Lareth keep going.
And you said that was in the streets, right? So more near where we're at now, not so much far
Yeah, that was kind of
away.
over in this area as he was kind of starting his loop of the lake.
So that could be Lady Stevenson still looking for us and not people that are here with Foley, or it could be people here
We
with Foley.
can hope.
So your owl goes out of view. You lose contact with it. And about 20 minutes later, so the invisibility would wear off while you're near the lake.
That was my concern, yeah.
The owl would fly back and say the only thing he saw that was strange was in the north here. There was a cave by the waterfall with a couple of elven guards. Or at least he thinks they're guards.
So were we able to find cover before our invisibility wore off? Because our entire plan was not to be like trapped here in the middle of everything when we became visible.
You are in a secluded area near the lake right now. There's no one around.
Good luck.
But yeah.
I think
Do we have like cloaks or anything we can just like chuck over ourselves so we're not as bedazzling?
we've talked about before how
Yeah.
unusual our group looks and how recognizable we are.
Yeah.
Just a
I
bit.
mean, I am an elf walking around with half purple hair.
Well,
Well, you know, I mean, there's a 7'10" vampire like walking with
In golden armor.
No, well, in mithril armor.
Didn't you say it was like golden?
No, it's mithril and striped with.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
I must just be misremembering.
it's like Castlevania.
Well, I
There you
think
go.
that I think it is important for us to get past this part of the city, the populated area, without being seen, which was the purpose of the invisibility. We should have kept moving.
Oh, and yeah, the cave was up here, by the way. I don't know if I...
But once we get out of the populated area, I think we might as well approach visibly, or at least some of us visibly, because he knows we're coming and
So you're, like,
we
here
don't
at the
know
edge
what's
of the
going
lake.
on, you know?
I think we are just trying to slowly walk around the lake. So maybe we just walk
Oh,
around the lake shore where there's.
Oh,
so
we're gonna try
I
and-
thought it seems like we're walking into a trap.
It's
Do we
one of
have to
those.
meet these people? Can we like just move on with our lives?
They have some.
Call it a poor investment and
Well, he has our friends, so we kind of need to go there, even at the risk, to save them.
how long have you been friends with these folks?
How long have we been friends with these?
Nashira starts walking.
Alright,
I was
so-
tempted to walk while the owl was scouting, and I should have when we were still invisible.
How long have we known Davian and Ellen and that?
a
Yeah.
while. But if you do
First few
walk,
sessions,
there
we
are
met.
areas of
Cool.
the lake that are not secluded, so you will have to either stealth through them or just hope no one recognizes you.
I think we're going
Sort of.
stealthy.
Yeah, well, at
Yeah.
least try to stealth. Yeah.
So you're trying to use stealth to get up there. Give me stealth checks. I'm gonna say DC 10.
Well,
I'll
do we
dismiss
need?
Lareth. So
Oof. Can I use a
that's
story
a-
point?
You can.
Good.
Who hasn't rolled yet? Because I'm going to give you a bardic inspiration and say I
Okay.
believe in you.
I rolled a 2
Much better.
again.
I think everybody's rolled.
Sarah and
I
haven't.
haven't rolled.
Dude,
Well,
I mean,
hasn't.
is there any point when we have two people that have rolled below?
yeah, because he only
So,
takes the highest 3. Or usually.
Depends on the situation, but yeah.
Depends on how
Depends on
close
the-
we are. Yeah.
If it's one of these kind of situations, then
Cool. Well, looking at Eldwin and Nasira, I assume Nasira looks pretty stealthy.
Yeah, she looks okay. She's
Whereas
Yeah,
Eldwin
yeah.
kind of looks
sneaky
like an addict.
snake.
So I'm gonna give Eldwin a inspiration, bardic inspiration.
All right. So Eldwin gets a little pep talk.
Alright.
look at Doodles. Wow, good job.
He's almost stealthier than all of us.
I was gonna say actually.
Apparently those two are
Yeah.
more stealthy than me.
Yeah.
22, 21, 21.
So you are moving around
Seven.
the lake. As you get to this area,
2.
there are some drow there, and a couple of them kind of see the group moving through, and they start to approach. What do you want to do?
Do any of us recognize them from like Foley's group?
You don't recognize them from a distance, but you could tell they're coming towards you.
Do we pretend we're lost? Or
I was gonna say, do we just keep walking if we haven't seen them?
yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, we
keep
shouldn't
walking.
like suddenly stop, or that would look even more
Yeah.
suspicious.
Um,
Should act like we're continuing to do what we were doing. I
I
don't
don't
think
wanna be-
there's.
I
Yeah.
don't want to be recognized, so I cast Disguise Self, and I just.
I'm
know,
assuming
look
this
like-
was before we started walking and not this, just
hang
as
on a
people are looking at
second.
you.
Let me. What did you say, Beth Mill?
I was saying I don't want to be recognized, so if there was a way I could cast Disguise Self.
Yeah, sure. So they're still pretty far away. So you
Okay.
kind of do a little
That works.
spell as they're approaching. What are you looking like now?
I look like the same like I did before, so I look like a hunched over old man in an old robe,
Okay.
named Lars.
All right. And go ahead, Anvir. What were you saying?
Oh, nothing. It was in reaction to Methmil.
All right. So, yeah, as you're walking, these drow kind of come up on you from the east, and one of them says, "Hey, friends. I was curious. Have you been around the lake a lot today, or did you just get to this area?" He says in common.
Look at Doodle.
We were looking for some people. Just wondering, maybe you had seen them.
We were just taking a quick stroll, quick break. The lake's always a beautiful view.
He says, "Would you have happened to seen a strangely dressed drow man, only about 5'8", 5'9"?
Alright, do you mind if I use some magic?
No, go ahead."
Cool, I'm gonna use a minor illusion to make a statue of a generic drow that I've seen in my past. Does he look like this?
Guy looks at him. He's like, "No,
Uh,
it's you guys new to town, or do you live here? I haven't seen you in the area before."
we're a little bit. But who are you looking for? What you looking for? How can we help?
And he says, "Well, there's someone who cited one of the Stevisons in the area. Are you familiar with Voli Stevison?"
I unfortunately am not. Who is this Uvoli?
Give me a deception
and-
check.
I also say in an old man voice, say, "We don't know who you're looking for. Leave us alone, young man."
Get off my lawn!
He says, "Well, he's Give me a persuasion attempt. Say DC 18.
Let's see, we're escorting Grandpa again.
Yeah, leave
Don't
us
be
alone.
rude.
Well, no, that's Grandpa who's doing the persuasion.
Oh,
Leave
oh
us
my
alone.
bad.
Okay, alright. Let's see. Oh.
He's like, all right, old guy. Anyway, it's the Stevison kid. He's Voli Stevison.
Is he missing? Is he in danger?
Says, well, he might be missing. The Stevison estate is concerned of his whereabouts, so we've been looking for him as well as his possible attackers / killers.
Killers.
He nods.
So he is in trouble.
Yeah, they're a bit of a strange group. He says it's like a couple of elves, high elves, this huge guy with them, a little halfling. He kind of looks at the group now a little bit suspiciously.
Oh my god.
I tuck my ears behind my head.
Go ahead. What do you look like, Doodles? Right.
I'm a deep gnome.
Deep gnome, yeah. And yeah, now they're kind of like looking over at Leo Jr., who's like huge, like yeah, just kind of looking at the group. Like I said, maybe a little suspiciously.
Now, how big is LJ?
I seem to remember he's pretty tall.
Close to 7 foot, I believe. And the highest sits, I believe. 6'1", actually.
Oh, 6'1"? All right, so maybe he's not as tall as Vethmel, but
Yeah, he's only like an inch taller than Onvi.
so I guess you haven't seen anyone like that, any of the Stevisons or any of these people who might be hunting him.
Do you have a picture that I might be able to hang on to keep an eye out? But no, we haven't seen anybody. And that sounds like a dangerous group. We want to stay away from them. We were just taking a quick walk.
And he says, well, you all are fairly armed and armored for just taking a quick walk. I took you as mercenaries. At least some of you. He kinda
How many of
points
us
at
actually,
LJ,
like,
who's like fully armored.
remind me how many of us actually have visible arms.
I think LJ does,
LJ.
Anvir
Like,
does.
Eldwin- Yeah.
I'm
Eldwin-
weird because I have a
Eldwin-
scarf.
Yeah, Eldwin doesn't have armor, but he does have a fancy sword. And
Yeah.
they're-
My friend.
And Nasira and
these
Anvir
are
don't
just
have any weapons visible.
Yeah.
And Doodles, right?
yeah,
So
and
how
Nasira-
these are just my guards. These are just my guards. They protect me and my crew here.
Oh,
Well, they protect me too. You know, I'm not as young and spry as I once was, and they're good people.
You know, and Grandpa over there, you know, he has a wild mouth sometimes.
give
But
me another.
we have to bring him along.
Give me another deception check.
Oh,
I'll
God.
say DC 15. Right. And as you're talking now, you notice over on the path, a decent ways away, I'll say Nasira and Anvir, you would notice the assassin guy who you were fighting in the last battle that got away at the house.
Walking by or walking towards us?
Walking by. You don't think he's seen the
Okay.
group, or at least if he has, he hasn't recognized you. But go ahead.
My friends, do you think if we where can we walk to be safe from these dangerous criminals?
He says, well, I mean, probably be safe if you just kind of stay in sight of our people who are looking around this place. But you know, you got a little group with you. I think you'll be okay.
Another thing is you pointed out, you know, some of my guards here are quite talented and strong and brave. Is there somewhere we can look for these people to help out the town? because that's what we would really want to do.
He says, "What did you say your name was again?"
Oh shit.
Oh, I didn't think I gave you a name, but some people some people call me old lollipops.
Give me a deception check. I'll say 16, or
Yeah.
DC 16. Alright.
Yeah.
This is it's a strange name. Not even sure what a lollipop is, but all right, old lollipops. I don't know how
Alright.
much you could help us. I mean, if you got all these bodyguards with you, you must be someone important. Maybe some kind of.
They might be able to look around, you know. But yeah, you know, we just want to help who we can.
Well, if you see anyone, like I was telling you, a group with 6 or so people, he kind of gives you descriptions of basically your group. He says,
Okay.
just try to flag one of us down. We're all over the place right now. Just seeing if we could find the Stevison boy, as he might be in trouble. Or I would say boy, the Stevison guy.
Interesting. Well, if you don't mind, we need to return to our work, so we'll be heading back.
You mean your walk?
Yes.
Give me a deception check.
It's a goofy accent. It's a goofy accent.
DC 20 on that one.
God damn it.
Oh, well. Did it work? Just roll 20
Right. So he says, yeah, get back to your walk or your work or whatever it is you're doing. Like I said, if you see anything, just try to let us know. And yeah, stay near the lake. I would be careful of the caves around here, because they could be in the area.
Oh, thank you. And Doodles will nod and walk away. And he pulls out his little banjo and starts playing it a little bit as he's walking by the lake.
Drawing more attention to the group.
I was going to say, just making sure
Right?
people are looking at us.
Yeah.
Oh
And
my
I
word.
As he's playing like his banjo, I kind of start singing along in an old man voice, saying, "Lollipop, lollipop."
Oh, God.
Just to go with the theme of old lollipops.
Oh my word.
Right.
It's a
I feel like
choice.
the
That's
prototype
cold.
gods in the
That's
background
right.
are just eyebrowing him right now.
Yeah.
Nasira, LJ, but
How many
Andrea.
people are on Twitch watching this?
On Twitch, 1. But yeah, so you continue around the lake shore, getting close to the large waterfall. You kind of recognize the I guess you wouldn't recognize it because you weren't looking through your owl's eyes, but you do see a cave with a guy standing near it, kind of off to the side. He's somewhat hiding himself, but not super well. As he sees the group approaching, he's going to walk into the cave.
Were we approaching stealthily, or were we just approaching completely open?
I think you were being stealthy, you said, right?
That's what I thought, yeah.
Yeah.
We weren't stealthy enough.
I guess, yeah, I guess we don't. Okay.
So yeah, the guy kind of walks into the cave as you're coming around from down below.
Well, do we follow him, friends?
I would kind of walk a little bit ahead, just in case Foley was being like, only you come.
Alright, so you're like walking a little bit ahead of the group?
Yeah.
Alright. So you go into the cave.
Will this be my downfall? Most likely.
So like, why did we do? It's amazing to me. We like talk and plan, and then we just barge right into situations with none of the
Yes.
precautions we discussed.
It's D&D. What do you expect?
Yeah.
I some strategy.
Plan? What is that?
Oh,
Yes,
I
yes,
want
I
to
know.
clarify.
This year,
Not
you
this
want
group,
to
I
stay
am.
Walking
outside of
into
the
the
cave
cave.
because Doodles would be fine chilling outside of the cave.
You're asking
Yeah,
for a lot.
I do want to clarify. I'm not actually walking into the cave. I'm just saying I am ahead of the group.
Okay. So are you just walking up to the entrance to the cave?
For now, I guess.
Are we still visible from like the streets and stuff where those other folks were patrolling?
Not really. You're pretty far away. I mean, there's some glowing mushrooms around, but you're mostly out of sight of people's dark vision.
Okay.
You're
Everything I
not
thought we were
noticeable.
planning to go into this encounter with is now moot. So I guess I'll look to Anvir to lead us. Like, how do
I
you
don't
wanna-
know what I'm doing either.
Before we walk in, Doodles will pull everybody aside and say, "What are we doing here?
I'm not 100% sure. I'm
We can
hoping.
keep moving."
I mean, we've all been seen now. Apparently, like, we didn't have a chance to stealth again, and he saw the whole group of us walking up and went inside. So they know we're here.
Well, we can still. Well, we don't know.
Is this the right cave? Is there another cave? We can move on.
We don't know for sure. I would say we wait here to see if he comes back with someone to speak with us.
I think that's a fair bet for right this second. Yes.
We could also go wash in the lake. Some of you are getting pretty stinky.
Looks like very
How
cold
dare you?
water.
I am prestidigitating myself all the time.
Nasira is like pristine. Any
I
chance she
also-
has to bathe or to be prestidigitated, she takes.
Doodles, what's there at LJ?
I also just want to clarify. You were saying that they couldn't see us with dark vision. Is there no sunstone in this area?
I guess there are. So there is some light in the area, but not a lot, because
Yeah,
most of the
I was just curious.
sunstones are concentrated near the housing, and you guys are sort of off the beaten path a bit in nature, which is mostly just dark caves and light sources from glowing mushrooms every now and then.
All good. I just wanted to clarify from my own mind's eye.
Yeah. So you said you're gonna go near the cave and just kind of wait there and see what happens?
Yeah.
I think everyone else is gonna hide.
Okay. Are you
What?
trying to be stealthy
You
near
said
the
that.
cave entrance, you said? Or
We said we were gonna try and be stealthy approaching, but since the guy already saw us, I don't see much point in
Well, we
hiding
don't know
right
if he saw us, and it's reporting back to whoever.
Well, the six of us were walking together and we didn't get a stealth roll, and Lou
Well,
said
we
that
don't
he
know.
looked our
well,
way and walked inside. So
Well,
like
maybe.
it does. I mean, maybe he didn't see all of us, but I was just suggesting that like we stand outside the cave with Anvir kind of, like he said, a step or two ahead of us, and wait to see if these people bring Voli back to talk to us, or if they may not even be Voli's people at all, and we'll see what they say when they come out.
yeah, one of
Well,
the unfortunate
great.
things about being in the dark is it can be hard to notice if he was looking at you or if he just happened to walk in the cave as you approached.
Oh, okay.
Is there
Yes,
any
sorry.
point-
The way you described it, I thought you said when he sees the group approaching, that's why I was assuming he had seen
Okay.
us. So.
With this
Oh.
clarification, is there any way I can tell if he saw us or not?
It's hard to say. You were still a ways off when you walked in.
I mean, Anvir has better dark vision
Well-
than most creatures.
Listen, you young whippersnappers, I'll tell
Oh,
you
God.
something.
It's only 300 foot.
Sometimes,
Yeah, but remember, it
Sometimes
is a
it-
disadvantage. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
Yeah, I just assumed
my
that.
foot-
Old man, what are you saying, old man?
you won't let me say a goddamn thing. Sometimes inaction is worse than action. Sometimes you need to take action.
What?
Right, that's why I'm.
So let's walk in then.
I just want to clarify, Beth Mill. We are alone, so why are you still doing the voice?
I enjoy acting sometimes when I
To
get
be
the
fair, I am older than you, Bethmere, so I should be calling you young snapper
Oh,
snapper.
well, I never told you my age, but
How old are you, Beth Mill?
I love how like. Guys, we
Is this
could
the
be under
time?
surveillance, and we're sitting here. by
Yeah.
name.
Okay, everyone hide but
character.
Anvir.
I'm not hiding. We're here. Let's see if that guy comes back and who he brings.
Alright,
We're standing here now.
so
I cannot
It
You were
sounded
just
like
talking-
people wanted to walk in. Can we walk in?
You
I
We
don't-
want to walk in.
I'm not planning to walk into an unknown cave with no reconnaissance on how many people are
Great.
in there or what section they might be.
We
Cool.
were
Vethma,
talking
what
about
are
a
you gonna
plan.
do?
remember everyone in character.
You can
That
just
was definitely what Nasera would say.
You
Alright.
you hide. I'll knock on the door and see who answers. I'm just an old man. What will they do
Well-
to
What's
I'll stand next
potentially
to you,
kill you.
Bethmo.
Alright,
I'm standing
Yeah.
next to you.
So
Okay,
how
so
you
are
gonna...
we allowing Onvir to stand ahead of us like he said he was doing, or are we walking past him and knocking on this cave? Is that what I'm hearing?
well, look,
Onvir goes first.
I'm gonna take action if no one else takes action. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's
Okay, this
Yeah.
seems very, very split. So let's figure out this. Are we sitting around or is someone going?
well. Bethmo, are you walking?
Onvir,
us,
you go.
Or
They wanted you.
yeah, it's either you or us right now.
Well, that. What?
So
just-
You
there was a lot.
go.
A moment ago, Doodles, you were asking why we should go towards these caves at all, and now you're saying we barge in rather than see what comes out?
Why am I?
Yes.
Sorry, you're not
because
doing
of
your
what Bethmo
your
just-
accent for Nasira, so I get confused.
Yes, because it takes me 7 times longer to say any sentence, and I feel like I'm holding up the group.
Bethmo brings up a good point.
I'm just tired of arguing about it out of character. If we're gonna do
I
something,
have no argument. I just since we squandered our invisibility and we walked up and saw the guard and he
Great.
appeared to walk inside, I feel like we should wait a couple minutes and see if he comes back out. And that's all I was proposing.
To be fair,
Let-
out of
let's keep-
character, the plan was for Onvir to
in
me
character.
alone.
It's all in character. You gotta be in character.
So
Let's
do you want
wait.
us to wait? Yeah.
Let's
Sorry,
let's-
Bethmo.
let's just wait.
Yes,
Great.
that's
Let's do that.
So the group.
okay.
is
That's what I
waiting a
thought we had
moment.
originally agreed on.
Veth Mill, did you say something about knocking?
if no one did anything, let's just
wait for now. If nothing happens, I'll knock.
All right, knock on the cave. Well, a few minutes pass, and you would hear footsteps approaching. And
Open door.
in the kind of out of the darkness, in the distance, because obviously you can all see pretty far, a looks like soldier of some kind comes around the corner, being a little bit stealthy. He would probably notice you all, because you said you weren't hiding, right?
I think at this
I
point,
was.
no.
I thought we were.
Oh, well
I
then
was.
give me.
I'm
I don't know. You
standing
guys
there
talked
behind
about, like,
Onvir as
8
Onvir
different
said he
things.
was. Yeah.
Give me.
Okay, I'm not.
Give me stealth checks for those who are hiding.
Oh, yay.
One time LJ's ever been stealthy in his life.
Ah, I disappear.
Don't you have heavy
He's
armor?
behind a rock, I think.
I do,
Uh,
but the mythal.
Oh, okay. So the three of
How
you
long
are
did you say we were
hiding.
waiting?
Probably like, I don't know, 5 minutes. Not too
Okay.
long. So Vethmil, well, he is walking up towards the ones he sees. So the three of you who are in view, and he would kind of look over towards Vethmil and say, "Old man, why are you hiding back there?"
Hiding. I'm just taking a rest from my stroll.
Also, who are you people? What are you doing here? And he kind of puts his hand on his sword.
We are not certain where here is, but
Looking for a friend?
would be interested in knowing who you report to out here. Is there someone in charge who
He says,
might
"Wait,
be awaiting friends?
aren't you the Naga? Or no, what are you called?
Yonti.
Yanti. Yeah. He says,
Naga.
you're that group, the Grey Wanderers, right?
Potentially.
Based on Nasira's eyes, he now knows who we are. Is
To be
that
fair, there's
what I'm-
also a
is that
half
what I'm
purple
understanding?
elf.
It seems like
The
he may
what?
have
Yeah.
recognized you, yes.
Okay, gotcha. I just
Uh,
like considering like the previous conversation. I thought that there might be like, I don't know, in like deception or text or something. I don't know. I guess because I felt like that the previous conversation we were pretty obvious.
Are you saying all this to him? Or are you like
No, I'm
just telling
asking. I'm
me-
trying to understand what the options are because
Oh,
I keep being surprised by when we do have options and when we don't have options.
Well, you
So
always
I'm
have
just trying to
options.
understand.
I'm just
What?
trying to storytell versus what the group is doing. So yes, obviously he must have either recognized you or somehow at least asked if this was the group. So he would say, I lost my place. What was I saying? You said potentially, and okay, how would you respond to that? He says.
No, I said
I said potentially.
Anvir, yeah, that's what I mean. Anvir said potentially. So he says, Voli wants to speak to you, assuming you are the Grey Wanderers.
Just wanted to be careful as well.
we
He
did not know
nods.
where Voli was or if this was the place, and that is why I asked who is in charge here.
He says, I can take you to him.
I wanted to clarify. When he sent me a message telling us to go meet him, he said, "Come alone." Do you know if he meant to bring my whole group with me, or if he just wanted to see me alone? Because it seemed ambiguous.
He says, honestly, I don't know, friend. But we're in danger standing around out here. We're all being hunted right now. So why don't we come inside and talk?
Yeah, I think.
Alright, so as you're walking in, he would say,
I think I would kind of usher to the rest of the group, like
Dude,
kind
we'll
of
pop out.
silently.
he says,
Like if they
walk
want to come,
over.
they can.
Voli told me of your group possibly being around here looking for him. He didn't tell me anything about only one of you, so I'm guessing he did expect everyone. Is this, oh, did the others come out of hiding when you kind of waved them over?
No.
Oh,
Eldrick
Doodles-
is
Doodles did.
Leo's
Eldrick
finally hidden successfully. He's just gonna stay
Yes.
hidden forever. It's like, this
Yeah.
hiding spot is great. This
The old
feel-
man
Yes.
was already seen.
Okay.
I would like
LJ
to.
is watching what's happening, but is still staying still.
Alright, so you're staying at the mouth of the cave as they were
Basically.
walking in? Okay.
I'll
Yeah.
continue to kind of stay like a step behind and a step beside Anvir as I've done the whole time.
I walk.
But I
next-
want to. Sorry.
Go ahead, Mary, what were you saying?
I want to actively examine our surroundings, both outside the cave and as we enter the cave, for just any routes or terrain that might come in handy should this go south.
So it looks like there's only the one way into this cave, and it doesn't seem like
Yeah.
it's branching. So this could be a good place for an ambush.
Yeah. Also, not the. Yeah. So I don't know. I guess I'll keep it to myself. for the
I'm
moment.
keeping my elven eyes and ears wide open.
Keeping your eyes peeled. So the smaller cave is opening up into a larger area. At this point, Leo Jr., you're gonna lose them if you don't follow. Do you want to just stay here?
I follow, but can I do it stealthily?
Sure. Give me another stealth check. I like how you're fighter. I don't know. So
There it is.
suddenly, the guy would draw his bow
And-
almost instantly as like a rock gets kicked behind the group. He looks over, seeing.
There are 6 of us.
So you quickly
Hi,
say.
I'm the sets.
He relaxes a bit. He says, "You almost gave me a heart attack. Come on, come over here."
He's not subtle, that one.
He says, "No,
No.
apparently not."
No, I'm not.
And as you kind of walk over to join the group, he would just nod and keep walking into the area. So
It
go ahead.
seems dangerous to me to place yourselves so deep into a passageway where you might be cornered.
He says,
should
"We
anyone
we
come to
didn't
the
come in
entrance."
this way." He says, "There's a back way in."
I see.
But
I
go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I say to him in my old man voice, as his blood is kind of racing from LJ, scaring him. I said,
My, your heart rate is quite high, young man.
and I kind of
Oh, that is unsettling.
wipe
Give me a
some-
creepy
some
skill
like the
check.
A what?
Give me a creeper skill check right here. You just I guess give me a intimidation. I'm not really sure what you're going for with this, or is this like an RP thing just because you're a
This
vampire?
is an
Okay.
RP thing.
So yeah, he'd give you a weird look. He says, I guess, and then you just kind of keep walking.
He just noticed that you were startled by the armored ones clanging.
Says,
Oh
well,
yes.
like I said, we're all being hunted right now. So I thought maybe one of the soldiers saw you come in here. I was thought we might be in trouble.
Unfortunately, the directions given to us were extremely vague. We did not even know if this cave was the correct spot.
There were soldiers asking about you.
He says, "Yeah, it
And
seems
us.
both all of us are in bad with the Stevison estate. Did you actually attack the matriarch, or is that all bullshit?"
No, she poisoned us.
Oh, yeah, that sounds about right for her.
And then
He
she
sighs.
wished us to remain her guests, and we declined.
I see. Says, well, Voli had heard some things about what had happened, and he was just a little concerned, so he wanted to meet you all someplace secluded and kind of hash out what's going on. But yeah, he's up ahead. He can probably tell you better than me. So, as I said, the cave kind of opens up into a larger area with some shroomwood trees. And you would notice, I'll say Anvir and Nasira, but anyone can make... or wait, sorry, it would just be Anvir. Anvir, you would notice something, and anyone can make a, I'll say a DC 20 perception check. You might notice too, because I assume you're all looking around.
I had to roll nat 20 on this. Yeah, no.
Dang.
Uh,
Let's go.
So,
I have a 0
Vethmel,
in perception.
yeah, you also notice up on the shroomwood trees there are some elves in hiding. Possibly keeping a lookout, possibly up to something nefarious, who knows, but they are hidden on higher up spots with kind of like a lookout over the area.
As I'm walking next to Doodles, I kind of whisper to him. I say,
Doodles, there's some elves up there. They're hiding.
You say
That
this out
doesn't
loud.
sound whispering.
I'm whispering it to Doodles.
Stage whispers, stage whispers.
Alright, give me a
Stage whis-
stealth check. I'll say DC 12.
There you go.
Okay. So yeah, you whisper this to Doodles as you're walking. You don't think the guy heard you.
Who? Wait. Oh.
Uh,
We're going into the cave.
Well, you're in the cave already. I just like while you're in there, up in these shroomwood trees, it looks like they have like basically Overwatch people with bows keeping an eye on the area.
Centuries.
You've seen 5 of them so far, so there is a good amount up there. But
That sucks.
as you
Cool.
approach over kind of to the edge of the cave here, you would see Voli along with several others. I'll just put you on the map as you're coming up.
Yeah.
So, I'll say you're coming from the south. Vethmel, Doodles, and you can change how you're walking up towards him. Leo Jr., Nasira, and Anvir. So he would like kind of give you a wave as you're approaching him. He says,
I'm going to put my light on my pipe.
okay, so you do a light spell. He says, friends, hello. I was hoping I'd get to speak with you soon. Things have gotten a little bit weird in the city.
You're telling us.
Says, I've heard some troubling things, but I wanted to kind of get the story from your own mouths. I heard you attacked my sister.
As Anvir explained when he messaged you, that is not quite the story.
He nods. He says, he did tell me a bit in the sending spell, but I also wanted to hear more details from an in-person meeting. You would notice that he has your people back here. They're not like They don't look like they're in danger per se, but none of them are armed and none of them have any of their stuff.
What do you want to know, bud?
This is just more details on what happened. You just told me that she asked you to kill me. How did this go down? I assume you were speaking over dinner or some such?
I mean, we
Precisely.
didn't even get to dinner.
No, we were eating
the
dinner.
food was not on the plates.
That's-
We got trapped in a room with her.
Doodles.
She wouldn't let us leave.
We actually did have lunch with her. It was
Oh.
towards the end of that meal that she dropped the bomb.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then
listen to her. I got a little tipsy at lunch, so I might be misremembering. Sorry.
But yes, during our luncheon meeting, she decided to ask how we felt about you. We responded that you seem like a decent enough fellow, but we haven't met you long enough, which I think is a neutral enough answer.
He says, what about this guy from the Aber house, pointing to Vethmil? What's he doing here?
Well, he's
Yeah.
disguised as an old man right now. Does he know that
Wait.
it's the Upper Man?
Yeah.
Are you saying that to him? I mean, yes, he knows, he does look like an old man to you. But, Voli just said,
The-
what's this Aber guy doing here?
I'm
This
just
old
an
man here?
man. I don't know what you're talking about.
He says, I recognize the spell, friend.
Fine. And I drop the disguise self.
Oh, the visualization of that was creepy.
He says, I wouldn't be a very good spy if I couldn't see through simple disguise spells. So, my sister told you to kill me.
Yeah, it was kind of harsh, honestly. We asked why she wanted to do it, and she said you were an embarrassment.
Did she say that? Azula, why would you go this
Which I
far?
thought was quite a low blow. You seem like a nice enough fellow.
Says, I guess give me persuasion checks, DC 15, from the two people that have been talking.
Which has been like, what, me and Nasira?
No, you and Doodles. I guess Nasira could
Doodle?
roll one too.
Oh god. Mac Mouse, stop it. Oh, I
So
rolled terribly.
he would say to Vethmel,
Dang.
he says, well, disguise spells can be useful. They do leave behind a bit of something that can be detected sometimes. I'll just say that. I always go with a good old fashioned disguise kit if I can help it.
You're
mean-
right. Perhaps I've cleaned myself up before.
As you see, drenched in blood still, and there's like it's all over. It's like kind of flaking off his
Oh
armor now.
god.
We came straight
go
from
with
having
that.
done a long rest.
Creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean
Apparently
That
Vethmel
doesn't-
We
doesn't
said it was
wash.
his blood.
Vethmel doesn't wash himself. He's just like it's a sign of honor.
Oh
Yeah,
Or
I
did
think
you
Vethmel
wash
and
yourself?
Not this. No, not this time.
You
I
just-
feel like
'Cause he's not-
Onvio would
the
just
way he's kind of working it is like he's still out in the field, so he's gonna get dirty, filthy, and when he
Yeah.
finally gets to a place,
So this is just sort of part of his ritual for combat is to just like
Yeah.
stay dirty till the job's done.
I feel like
Thank
Onvia
you.
has just been secretly getting rid of the smell.
Vethmel's
Yeah.
got that creepiness
and he
factor.
probably would do it on LJ also. LJ doesn't know what about that.
So he
You
would
were already prestidigitated.
he would see you covered in blood and he would say, huh, charming. But yeah, again, like why are you with them? I assume you're House Avra.
He helped us escape from your sister after she tried to kill it. Well, not kill us, capture us, I guess.
Says, really? What interest does House Abra have in all this?
Oh, she
Now he
tried to
seems
kill us.
curious.
Don't down talk that. She tried to kill us.
Her guards definitely had the chance to hit us more lethally than they did, and we them. But both sides used non-lethal blows.
Well, that would make sense. She'd be worth more to her alive than dead. Either as hostages or possibly information. Or for information. Damn it, Azula.
Regard my
This is-
master's plan are his own.
He says, your master doesn't do anything without having some sort of interest for his house. So, I'm guessing he's looking to maybe move against Stevison.
This has been also a very crazy 24 hours. It turns out that there is a separate group of vampires,
This is separate. What do you mean?
like not under his house, working in this family, in this city.
Oh. Because I don't know anything about that, but we are in quite the pickle. If my sister made a move to kill me, which at first, by the way, I did not believe you, but after seeing some of the actions of the house guards, I'm now a little bit more convinced that
Also,
she's up to something at least.
they're looking for us, saying that we kidnapped you or potentially killed you.
Oh yeah, that would make sense. She probably wants to keep you seen as villains, or at least wanted for questioning. It helps get the guards on her side. I bet she has all sorts of tales spun about you to the other two houses. Although apparently Abra doesn't fully believe her. Alright, well, it seems like you all are being fairly honest with me. I don't think you're lying. I'm usually pretty good at detecting these sort of things. So, yeah, I'm glad we were able to get that sorted. And he sort of gestures as like the others kind of come over. And, what's his name?
Davian?
Yeah, Davian says, sorry guys, I'm making it a habit of becoming the damsel in distress here. I keep,
Don't worry,
Oh,
so do
but-
I.
But so it seems we're at an impasse here. Both of us are wanted by the local authority. What do we do from here?
says, I was going to ask you if you had any ideas. I have the last vestiges of the house that are loyal to me are all here, and there's like 7 of them. Azula commands most of the respect of the house, and she has a lot more people.
Would more of them follow you and desert her if they knew of her lies and schemings?
He says, maybe. That would be hard to convince them of, though.
Well, it's very clear that we have not killed you or kidnapped you if we are working together, but I understand that the other lies are more difficult to prove.
He nods. He says, yeah, and the thing is, like, I would have no way of knowing who would be loyal and who is already, who already knows what she has done. I know these
Are
people
any-
to be trustworthy, the ones that are here, so that's why I have them with me.
Are any of your loyal followers, she'll gesture around to the ones that are here, still welcome back at the estate and not known to be allied with you?
It's possible, though at this point, because they've gone missing, I wouldn't risk their lives.
Understood.
Suspicions
She's-
would have been raised.
Yeah, she's probably suspicious of all those guards who've gone missing with me. She says, so what about you? Or he says, so what about you all, smiling? Have you, what's your day been looking like?
We fought a bunch of the pit gang, became friends with the pit gang, killed some vampires.
Wait,
I just start listing everything we did.
You fought the pit gang, then became friends with them. That's an odd collection of
the
happenings.
Standing.
There were vampires that showed up. We thought they were with his family, so we helped them kill the bandits. They tried to kill us.
Wait, who in the pit gang did you talk to exactly?
Kaiba?
Oh, yeah, Kyber's okay.
He seemed quite fond of you as well, actually.
Says, yeah, no, he's an okay guy. If he knows you're alive, I'm guessing he didn't inform anyone yet, or else he probably would have secretly turned you in at some point. So he must like.
Well,
you.
he may have done so, but he's certainly not being quick about it. We were able to rest the night in his hideout.
Says, really? In the pit? Wow. Did you offer
Gave
him
us our own
something?
rooms, a little bit of money, and to help him out with some of those rogue vampires when they were causing them trouble, I think was the...
Says, I wouldn't expect him to be so giving. It's a little suspicious. Maybe he likes me more than I thought. Do you think he's
Or
trustworthy?
he intends.
Oh, he really liked that we told him that your sister wanted to kill you. He found that
Ah.
He likes
information very juicy.
information. Yes, we
That-
shared
that-
several bits of.
That would make sense. He does like to know the juicy goings on of the families, and he is definitely not a fan of my sister's. Do you think we can trust him?
He's a criminal. No.
He's a
I think
criminal.
that we can trust him as
He's
long
a
as we
criminal,
are.
I'm,
yes.
I'm sort of a criminal myself. Not all criminals
I
are
think as long as
untrustworthy.
I think as long as we can make it profitable for him.
Yeah,
Well,
Enemy of my enemy and all that. Plus profit, yes, that's true.
Yes, exactly.
So he thinks for a moment. He says, it's... I don't know. We don't have a lot of options. I don't think hiding in these caves is going to protect us forever. I don't know. Where do you think might be a safe place to go? Do you think you trust this pit gang?
Pit gang, potentially. Abra is, I think, trying to look for us to help us get to his household. Correct me if I'm wrong there, Bethman.
Well, I think potentially the pit gang may have killed my.
Reconnaissance
well,
group.
Yes, exactly.
It's possible if there was a misunderstanding. He looks at you, Vethmel. He says, "What is your position within Abra? Just humor me. What do you do for them? Are you one of the family or are you one of the help?"
I am Lord Stavaro's most powerful spawn.
And I bow.
So you are the help. Interesting.
What?
Kinda.
Bethmo gives him hungry eyes.
Hungry eyes.
My friend, do you mind if I make some tea
No.
for everybody to share? Cool.
He
Then I'm
says,
gonna start making that up.
Yeah, make
Don't
yourself
drug
at
it.
home. I don't know how long we should stay here, but we.
Oh, I don't think we should stay here long.
He says,
I
"Yeah,
don't think so at all.
I think they are searching the area. Unfortunately, someone seems to have noticed my movements through here. But yeah, we can talk a little bit. Maybe discuss where we can go.
You don't have
next.
anywhere we could hide?
He says, I know some places in the caves, but in our situation, we basically have two options. We either flee, or we find friends and try to fight back against my sister. And I assume
I'll,
you
look
all
around
still
the
want to
party.
get your buddy back from the Steel Shadow, the woman.
Ooh, that's
Yes.
another point.
That
She
is our
seems to be
reason
working
for
with them.
being here.
Says, well,
What?
yeah.
Oh,
Yes, when we
Oh.
were escaping, some of
Oh,
their
gotcha.
soldiers were coming to help her.
This
You
doesn't.
meant Lady Stevison when you said she, not like our person. Gotcha.
No. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I kind of
Yes,
was
your
like,
sister.
wait. Oh, turn.
Sorry, your sister is what I meant. That rewind. I said your sister.
Unfortunately, though, she now knows that that is our reason to having come to this town, is that we seek a prisoner of the Shadow Steel. So it is likely that they have made it even more difficult for us to retrieve her than it might
Oh.
have been prior to yesterday.
Did you tell her? Did you tell her what you were looking to do during dinner or lunch?
That was our only reason for having lunch with her, was seeking an ally. So yes, we were forthright.
So still, I don't know if she necessarily tell them. There is an alliance between the factions that run the city, but it is a tentative one. They're not exactly best friends, as he motions to the killer from House Abra, who's now with the group. He says it's a constant political game, and she might not tell them more information than they need to know. I mean, I doubt they know that you're actually. If she's doing the narrative that you all came in as killers to take her out, then she might not have mentioned about who you're trying to free. Granted, I don't know for sure, but it would be helpful if we could find out more. And we need to figure out allies. There's a couple of options. We have House Abra and the Pit Gang, for starters.
Yeah, Lou, how would I get word back to Lord Stravaro?
So usually you would just come back to the house and report in.
That's okay. Well, all right.
I don't think you have any magic to be in contact
I
with him,
don't.
do you?
Don't.
Yeah. So usually
I do, but I've never met the man.
Usually you'd come in through the tunnels below, like the ones that you tried to
Yeah.
come in through, where he sent
Yeah.
you away. So I guess, do we trust, or I guess, who do you think we should talk to first? Or at all? Or do
Well,
you want to try to
Kaiba-
play this a different way?
Well, I think if we're going to talk to anybody, Kaiba would be the closest and easiest to start contacting.
So,
Yes, I think that he appreciates the possibility of having those of our skills available to assist with
says,
plans of
Troubles.
his, or to provide information, and I think it is in his benefit to continue working with us, and he has already so seemingly squandered an opportunity to turn us in if he was going to. It does not mean I trust him further than I can throw him. Just saying we could benefit each other, and that seems to be the deal.
He nods. He says, yeah, Kyber is definitely a good person to talk to. I do know some members of the Cavero family as well that might be willing to help us. I kind of have friends all over the place. So, really, I'd say one of the three would be a good starting point. So you said you wanted to go with Kyber?
Well,
yeah.
I would for one say we at least go visit Lord Stravaro.
He nods. He says, yeah, I mean, I'm guessing Lord Stravaro isn't going to turn us in. He could have already done that if that was his aims. From what it sounds like, he had Vethmil here bring you back to his house, but then turned you away because he was afraid of you getting seen with him. If he wanted
Yes,
to, he could have
things
just...
escalated very quickly during that time.
Yeah, so if he wanted to, he could have just turned you all in right there. But I am still a little bit iffy about what his motives are. No offense.
I have some other acquaintances that we have made since coming to this town that I feel may be leads on possible alliances, but I have not had the opportunity to visit or meet with them since our lunch with your sister.
Oh, who do you propose? You talking about Nancy?
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Well, yes, I am, but that's not. I wouldn't say so.
Yeah.
I just, hope that there were beneficial friendships formed, and the possibility that we might also be useful to one another, as just in the same way that our agreement with Tiber is. But I have not had the opportunity to further explore this possibility.
Says you.
Uh,
Give me.
another-
Or sorry, go ahead.
I would just kind of change the subject because it's something I wanted to bring up for a little bit now anyway. So I would just kind of keep talking.
Give me.
I think
Anyway, this
also we are also perhaps interested in, I think, Eldwin bringing some of our backup from the ship to be
just
nearer to us in case of any further encounters. What do you think? 'Cause
Yeah,
we
I
have
was just.
both Manassa and Seal at the ship. And of
Yeah, I was
course,
just
Voli's
thinking
already
that
met all
we-
of them, so that's no secret.
Go
for
ahead,
him.
Eldwin. What were you saying?
Yeah, I was just thinking that we might want to see if we can at least grab Seal.
Mhm.
Now, did you
He's
tell?
probably been
Go ahead. Sorry.
he's probably anti being stuck in that and I guess probably around that ship with nothing to really do.
Now, did you remind me? Did you tell Voli about the seeing the girls being able to see the flows, the magical
No.
ley lines?
I think
No.
I
Okay.
think
No.
we may have. Yeah, I can't remember. I don't think we said specifics. I think at the very most we said they have.
He knows we're looking for Scarlet, but
Yeah.
I don't recall, and Nasira certainly didn't explain what these girls can do to
Yeah,
him.
I don't think
I thought we
you.
told him everything.
I don't. Yeah. See,
He
okay.
knows all about our ship, and he knows that we're here to basically try and kidnap back a prisoner of the Shadow Steel. So we've given him a lot of our secrets. I don't think we told him about the ley line.
Shadow Steel?
I think at most we maybe said that they were special.
Or not? Is it Shadow Steel?
Steel
Steel
Did I get it
Shadow.
wrong? Steel Shadow. Yeah, that. Yeah.
Okay, so you didn't tell them about their ability to see the ley lines. So Nasira, give me a quick persuasion or deception check, DC 15.
Okay. Well, she's not being deceptive, so I guess we'll go with persuasion.
Wow.
He smiles. He says, "You raced right past my question, but I'll let it slide." So, yes, I do agree we should probably get your friends, as more people would make things better in case we do have to fight. Although openly fighting the rulers of this city would be suicide. Still backed into a corner, maybe a small encounter here and there we can survive to flee.
That is exactly why we have been skulking about below the city for the past 24 hours, is because we know that outright assaults are to be avoided.
He says, "Well, that was smart." The three families are definitely looking for you, even though it seems Abra has other intentions. Well, if you think we can trust Kyber, I know of a way to get back to the inn, which will let us get back to the pit gang territory. Are we ready to go, or do we want to go someplace else first?
Do you know ways to leave the city without surfacing using these caves, or is that not possible?
Of course I do. Remember, I snuck all your guys in.
Of course, yes. I wanted to confirm, because the pit gang indicated that they could not.
Yeah, well, the pit gang doesn't know everything. He says,
So the plan is that we shall continue to work with Kyber, and perhaps seek out the possibility of speaking with others, such as Vethmil's master, and also consider bringing Seal from the ship. Did I? Was there anything else? What is that our plan?
well, Doodles and Vethmil are enjoying some tea right now.
Oh, all of us are.
Oh, everyone
Oh
is.
yeah.
Well, he says, all right, well, yeah, so I can sneak some of you back to your ship if you wish to retrieve your fighters and the demon or whoever else you need. But I believe those tunnels might be compromised at some point, so we might lose our ability to quickly enter and leave the city given time.
Yes, we did come across a collapsed tunnel that seemed recently exploded on the way.
Yes, and rather intentionally it collapsed. Yes.
He says, well, I'm more talking about us being tracked or possibly scryed. Sooner or later, my sister will I'm assuming, figure out our movements, which is why I want to get someplace where she can't get her little minions to attack us. If we can trust Vethmil's house, that would be an ideal place to hide, as it would be really hard for her to argue that she should be able to bring her troops inside the Abra House, but I think the Pit Gang will work for a temporary place. It's also hard to assail.
Also, if we want to go into the higher establishment areas, we're probably going to have to want to go past the Pit Gang anyway.
And he says, if we use the underground tunnels, then yes. The Pit Gang, I think the only way through is through their territory. Unless we want to use the above ground, which I don't advise. And by above ground, I just mean the streets, obviously, because there is no above ground. So yeah, what does the group want to do? You're at sort of a crossroads.
Sounds like we want to
Oh.
return to Khyber and begin plans to make an expedition towards Vethmil's house and an expedition towards our ship.
If we get Kyber on our, if we confirm Kyber's working with us on our side, then that gives us basically almost free reign in the underbelly of this place.
He nods. Were you saying something, Vethmil? I was kind of waiting to give you a chance to talk.
It's fine.
Okay. Well, he would say, indeed, the thieves do have a lot of tunnels they can move around through in that part of the city. So, if we can hold their favor, it would be to our benefit. Why don't I play us a song as we enjoy some tea? He pulls out his flute and starts playing a nice little ditty as quietly as he can.
I would. Well, I guess I'll wait.
Okay. So you spend some time having tea and maybe some lunch. And from here, you're going to... yeah?
Yeah. Oh, well, I was just going to say, so I would actually walk over to this... Hang on one sec. Walk over to this one right here and say,
My, what lovely red hair you have.
Walk over to who?
Bloody mirror.
Oh, Mary?
Mirin.
yeah.
Or Mirren? Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
not
That'd
Mary.
be so unsettling. Just an 8-foot vampire just.
Hi there. Was covered in blood. So give me a, I guess,
Down, boys.
give me a persuasion at disadvantage, DC 15. All right.
Oh.
So she's a little freaked out as this 7'10" guy covered in blood is like, hey, and she says, hi.
Here, good girl.
Oh god.
Did you need something?
I kind of noticed on her face.
No, I was.
Doodle starts strumming his song and then gives Vethmil bardic inspiration.
How does Davian react to this?
Davian's a little freaked out too. He's kind of watching you, and he hasn't said anything yet. But okay, so you gave him a bardic inspiration. What are you gonna say, Vethmil?
What? Can I use that to like reroll something? I forget what that does.
You get to add it
You
to a roll.
yeah, if you do another check at some point within 10
add it.
minutes, you can add like I think a D10 to it.
Okay. So I say to her, trying to I guess persuade her.
I wasn't meaning to startle you or anything.
She says you're quite covered in blood. Is everything all right?
It's not his.
Oh well, I'm not sure.
Oh
if that
yes,
makes me feel
don't
better.
worry yet. Well,
Beth actually kind of looks nervous and. Well, damn.
So is
You just-
Vethmil like trying to hit
Oh,
on
that's
her?
very
Is that
funny.
what's going on?
Oh well. A little bit. He was going to.
Give me another persuasion
Oh, he failed
check.
horribly.
DC 15.
Sounds about right.
Fethmill trying to make Twilight here.
Let's see. Persuade. I can use that bardic inspiration.
You can.
Oh,
You can
God.
do well. I don't know if
I
3
wouldn't
is
make-
going to be enough. Yeah. So she seems a little bit put off, and she says, "I'm gonna." Yeah, and she just kind of walks away, goes to talk to Dosha over here, and the other guy. Shoot, what's his name?
Oh, my word.
Doodles.
Davian.
I'm just gonna put a
he
hand
walks
on
away,
Bethmith.
talking.
I'm gonna put a hand on his shoulder and just it's okay. It's
Shot
okay.
your shot. All right. So anything
You
else?
miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Exactly.
It's okay.
I would join this little group over here, and I would say, you know, he's a strange one, but he was pivotal in our escape. I suspect he might be useful.
He says, "Yeah, I mean, he's just a little creepy. He's like smells
Agreed.
like blood, and obviously he's covered in blood. I don't know. Just freaked me out a little." Dosha says,
yeah.
"He's very large as well. I am tall too, but not that tall. It's a bit freakish." He says, "Has the group been
Great.
okay? I was worried about all of you when things started happening. Luckily, Voli has not acted to do any harm against us."
I am glad you stayed together and were safe. We worried very much after things went south that they might come for you. We are grateful that Voli was able to retrieve you, although we do not know all of his motives. So stay together and protect one another.
Yeah, I've been keeping an eye on everyone, and I will do my best to protect the seers of the ley lines.
Just to clarify quickly.
Also,
Please,
keep
and,
that under your hat.
Yeah, he says that a little bit lower. He says, "I'm not told
Yeah.
anyone. Do not worry."
Also, just to clarify, you said all of that, like Dosha and that had like all their weapons take away.
At least they aren't holding weapons right now.
Well, I figured Dosha's would be pretty visible because he usually.
Where's your gear?
He says, "I gave it to Voli. He asked for our weapons, and I trusted him. I still do trust him, but I think he didn't fully trust us, and I did not want to start any type of fighting, as I knew there's no way I could have overcome all of them. So I just agreed to give him my spear. I assume he still has it."
I will speak to the others about this. I believe you should have your weapons, but we do not want to.
I think we should get out of this cave. We had our cup of tea. The longer we're here, the more. But do we have anywhere we can go?
Well, that's up to all of you. I can take
And
you to the.
by the way, could these folks get their gear back? They're no threat. They're nice people.
He says, "Yes, I wasn't intending to keep their weaponry. But do you wish to go to your ship to get the people first, or do you want to head back to the pit gang?"
Is it
Well,
on the way? Is one on the way to the other, or
No,
are they completely
they're-
different routes?
Yeah, they're basically in opposite directions.
I mean, did we invite you to the pit gang,
He says,
Larry?
"I was not invited, but I assume I'll be hiding out
Okay.
there as well."
It was insinuated that we are working together now, and that we cannot stay here.
He says, "I have the remnants of my
Right.
house. I was hoping that I could go with you, but
Look.
And I'll just look at Nasira and Eldrin and Andir and Leo and Beth.
Well, I guess I'll
Oh.
finish the conversation I was having over here later as Doodle speaks up about us leaving. So,
LJ is still drinking his tea.
LJ is finishing it up.
Almost,
Do you think you
almost on
need
his
to?
bed.
I mean, he says, "I know Kyber somewhat. I wouldn't say we're best friends or anything, but do you think it would be best if I waited elsewhere while you spoke to him about me coming? Did it seem
I think
like
this is a
Go ahead.
I think this is a very large group for us to all make the trek to the ship, and that it might be beneficial for some of
Would
us
it-
to be safely hidden in the pit.
Would it be worth sending just Eldwin and a couple of people to guide him just to go get Sol?
He says, well, I assume I have to show you the caves to get back to the... what's it
Yeah,
called?
Voli has to guide us.
Okay. I wasn't sure if anyone else knew, like, how to guide it.
He says, some of my people sort of know, but yeah, you could get lost easily. I should be the one to guide you around in some of these caves. But I assume once you get back to the Finnegan's Flint, the pit gang can take you from there, as I'm sure you met Bob in the basement.
Yeah.
The pit
Okay.
gang can take us to our ship?
No, to the pit
take you
gang.
back to the pit.
Oh, gotcha.
As for your ship, I should either take you to the ship now or maybe come back later after we're situated at the pit gang. Whatever
Well, you
think
said
is
that
best.
it's not safe to stay here much longer, right? So we need to
Yep.
move our people.
Yeah, it would be
So
risky.
I would say, and I don't think all of us should head all the way to the ship.
Then why don't I take you to the Finnegan's Flint? You can hide out there, and then I'll go and try to retrieve your people from the ship using the caves. It'll take some time, but I think I can handle it. Maybe bring...
Oh.
He says I
Is
can...
that-
Or go ahead.
I guess I would look around at Eldwin and the others. Did we want to accompany him to the ship?
He says
Any-
you're welcome
any of us.
to. I want to bring... yeah, I guess we could go to the ship first, if that's what you want to do. It might be...
I have yet to see the ship you speak
True,
of.
Bethmill and Doodle haven't even seen the ship before.
Oh, it's
I
a
would love
wonder.
to see it.
He says, you'll be so excited, little gnome. Trust me.
Yeah, let's go to the ship. We do want... I think we do want Sol. Sol is good. Oh,
So
but here's the question: are we
Doodles-
going to bring the ship with us?
Just to clarify, Doodles, did you use a disguise kit or a spell?
That's exactly what I was about to ask.
Oh, a spell.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So then he would never mind. He
Yeah.
would say a little halfling. I thought you would use the disguise kit. He says, "You'll love the ship, little halfling. It's amazing. I've never seen such a work of art, such a valuable machine in a place like this."
Is there any added danger for a group of this size to go all the way to the ship?
He says a little bit. I definitely wouldn't be able to hide us very easily, which is kind of why I was thinking I'd go myself, but
I
possibly.
don't know. If...
I'm not sure that Manasa or Seal would come with you without others of us.
Yes, that's true.
not
They don't
certain,
know me
yeah.
very well.
I forgot
all right.
about the snake.
He looks to his people and he says, I think I should take them, but you all should fall back to Finnegan's Flint. I don't want our group to be too large. We'll be much less noticeable with less people. They would kind of nod and say, that's fine.
Before we separate, do we want to get anything from the ship?
I think that there have been a few pieces of gear that we went to pull out of the bag while we've been in this city, and we realized we had emptied the bag at the ship. So perhaps when we get to the ship, we should scan through the inventory
I
and
think
grab
we were
anything.
talking about potentially giving Vethmil the spear, just so he had a magic weapon. In
Also,
case
I thought
Yeah.
you guys weren't separating. I thought you were all going to the ship, and his guards are going to the Finnegan's
Right.
Flint.
That's why I'm saying when we get to the ship, let's have a scan through the gear, the gear that we've left there, and grab the things we might need.
that was
Okay.
my misunderstanding. I thought we were.
Well, here's the thing I've been keeping track of. Here, as LJ hands Nasir the what would basically be the sheet of the ship, aka
Yes, yes.
access to the.
Yes, we can look
Sheets.
over it when we're there. Yeah, it's fine.
All right, so you're heading that way?
So who is he sending his men with our NPCs to the Finnegan's Flint? Is that what I understood?
Yeah, so he thought he'd send them there because he thinks it'll be safer while the group and him go to the ship.
Okay. Does
Yes.
anyone have any concerns or different dislikes for this plan, or shall we
So-
proceed?
How long have we been here? Like with
Probably like
with
20
the,
minutes or so. So
Okay,
I'll
at
say it's
some point in
about
that time-
maybe like 11:20 at this point.
So I have a
I'll say 12.
rapier that says in quotes maybe magical. I don't think we ever identified it. Could we like kind of like I don't know, just kind of say
Identify
people.
this shit.
Oh,
yeah.
is that the rapier that we got off that bandit? Or the pit
vampire?
gang?
Yeah, the vampire, I believe.
Oh, the vampire.
Oh, the
Yeah, and I think
the guy who fled, right?
and I think
Yeah.
there's several. I think there's several. There's a few choices of +1
Oh.
weapons also at the ship that you.
There's
and
also a
Doodle might be able to
+2
grab.
spear.
I don't
Yeah,
have
there's-
identify Eldwin, my
Oh,
friend.
Wait, where'd you get the +2 spear? Or are you talking about on the ship?
It's on the
It's on
ship.
the ship.
Oh,
We
I
don't have
see.
it with us.
It's
Yeah.
from a different.
Eldwin, do you mind identifying this? It looks like a rapier to me.
I don't know if he's back. He had put BRB in the chat.
oh yeah, he did. All right, let's continue.
All right. So we can say I'm sure he'll be willing to identify it.
Yeah.
It is a rapier +1.
Nice.
Oh no.
So yes, it is magical. So the group is traveling. Voli would say to you, Vethmel, these vampires that attacked you, are you sure they're not from House Abra? Maybe your master doing some kind of weird political play.
Well, I guess it's possible, but I've never seen them before. I thought maybe he had some, perhaps spawn and upper vampires that I didn't know, but yes, it seems I've never met them.
Says, well, it doesn't make much sense to me why he'd send you to help the group, then have these vampires come after you later. But that does make me curious what this, who these new vampires are. I've been in the city a long time, and I've, from what I know, all of the vampires are from the Abra estate.
Yes, I was just about to say, I've never known any other family or group. Perhaps Lord Abra never made it a point to tell me.
Maybe. I mean, I'm sure your master is hiding plenty of secrets. Well, just keep your eyes open. He says, hopefully we can trust you.
Voli, your skills with disguise. Are you able to change eye color?
Says, I can.
Perhaps devices that sit upon the eye.
He says, though your eyes are beautiful as they are. And he gives you a wink.
Of course, I'm aware, but just wondering for future possibilities, as they do tend to be the feature that people find unusual and notice. And sometimes we don't wish to be noticed, of course.
He nods and says, well, I can certainly do some work with the disguise kit. So, yes, if need be, I can help disguise some of our people.
This is good to know, and perhaps when times are less urgent, you can perhaps teach me some of these skills.
He nods.
Would be useful, I think.
So,
The old medieval contacts.
yeah, give me an insight, DC 14, or maybe you can't fail that.
Everyone, or just like Nasira?
Just you.
Okay.
Also, I think you.
I'm not sure. I guess I am
Passive
proficient.
17.
Yeah. So it definitely seemed like he was hitting on you a little there. Which I'm not sure
There you
how
go.
she would.
Oh, she just absolutely was like, "Oh yes, I know. My eyes are great,"
I know,
and
they're
just kept,
awesome.
she seemed unfazed. Yeah.
All right.
Thanks, Somi.
Because I don't think he hasn't done any type of thing like that before this, so you might just take note of that.
Okay.
There you
Just a quick question. Because I know he traveled with us briefly. I can't remember. We've dined together, right? Like he had meals with us.
Oh yeah, I mean, well, you spent
Okay,
like a week
okay.
together on the ship.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So then he has probably seen her without her veil, and so he knows that her eyes aren't her only unhuman feature.
Yeah. Oh no, you're pretty sure he knows all about you.
Okay. I was trying to remember because obviously most
Kink
people
shame.
we meet. Yeah, most people we meet
shame.
don't know that her tongue is forked and don't know about her scar and stuff. But yeah, but of course the group would by now. So
Yeah.
I think I forgot about this girl.
yeah, I've only mentioned it a couple times because there's only been a couple times that we.
All right,
Like,
give me a
yeah.
second or a moment to look at something. Did we get Eldwin back?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you identified one of their swords, if that's okay with you.
Oh yeah, sure.
While we were having tea.
We were having tea, exactly.
By the way, I at some point would have done this on. I think I just forgot to ask. Was the studded leather that we got off of the one like the one pit gang member magical or not? I can't remember.
Who did you get it off of?
The fancy pit
thief
gang guy that spoke to us initially when we entered.
Hang on, let me check. My
And then
notes.
killed with the vampires.
Died in a vampire encounter. Yeah.
I also never gave back that elven short sword that I took from his stash, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, that you took from who?
From
Oh,
that
from
stash.
from his stash.
Match.
He would have asked for all that stuff back. He wouldn't have asked you for the stuff he got off his dead guys, but he would have asked you for that stash back, I think.
I think he was focused on Nasiera
All
because
of
she was
it?
visibly wearing an item, and the others weren't like visible. I think, but.
Oh
whatever.
yeah, you
Yeah,
know,
I
I
mean-
might have rolled that you were trying to hide it. So if he asked for it back,
Like-
you would have tried to hide it, not given it back.
Yeah, I was up top anyways for majority of their
Alright.
conversation. So
Yeah, I just seem to recall that because Nasiera was wearing hers and couldn't hide it, that like the conversation kind of stuck to that, and she ended up giving it back.
Okay. So yeah, he asked the group for the stuff back, but yeah, you didn't have to if you didn't want to, Bethmil. That might have consequences later, but yeah.
I'm pretty sure that
Oh,
that
God.
Doodles also convinced him that the
The
weed he grabbed was his own.
You don't think
Didn't
he
he roll a
actually
really-
convinced him,
I-
but he kind of
Oh,
let
wasn't
it
it
go.
a really high persuasion? Okay.
He did, but
I
it
thought
was like pretty obvious that because like he had it in his
Impossible.
fucking like bag. It was like marked with their sigil.
It was a persuasion
It's
roll.
like
Had
this
the
is my
stamp on
stuff. Yeah, exactly. It's like stamped with his like pit gang thing. But he was like,
Nope,
whatever.
not
I'll let
yours.
you."
Don't
Put
know
his
where you
face
got
on the
it from.
side.
He just kind of let it slide. He was like, all right, sure. As for the studded leather, you were you gonna identify it or try to? I don't know if you ever detected magic on it.
I
That's
think we were in a hurry and just grabbed stuff.
yeah. I was just asking if anyone remembers if we had detect magic on that because I hadn't.
I don't think we had. Do we want to do that now?
Sure.
Yeah,
I mean,
it was
yeah, I could start.
there was a great sword too. I don't know if anyone took that.
I think
I'm pretty sure.
I think
I think
Leo
that's
tossed it in the
all.
bag. Let's see.
Okay, because that
have
was
it recorded.
possibly magical as well. Because you remember they were fighting vampires and doing full
No.
damage.
It's not listed, so
Okay.
maybe
We
not.
we definitely said we took all the weapons.
I think Vethmiel took the
I
great
thought
sword.
I
'cause he
heard
needed
it said,
something
but I
magical.
don't know who
Alright.
actually picked it up. It
Well,
wasn't Nasiera. So.
It might have been left behind then. But the studded leather is indeed magical. Is +1 studded leather.
What do you got at the moment, Eldon?
Was someone
I don't
gonna?
know.
Were you
Wait,
carrying that,
what?
or was someone
Who are we
else
talking
carrying
to?
it? I think
I
Eldwin.
Yeah, I was
believe it was
talking
in
to
the.
you. No, I was
I
saying,
believe-
what are you wearing at the moment?
Oh, studded leather as well, but if it's a +1 or something.
Still an increase.
Yeah.
Yeah, just hang on to that and attune to it. Or, well, I guess that's not even
Oh,
attunement. You can put it on while we walk along, right?
It is marked with the pit gang sigil. That would be the only thing. So you'd have to either get that taken off, or you might be mistaken for pit gang if you wear it right now.
Is it like embroidered or?
Well, yeah, like into the leather, there's like a symbol kind of burned in there.
Just wear a cloak or a cowl over it or something.
Skin it with a knife. Just cut that bit off with a knife.
Yeah.
Change it a little bit.
So
As far as
far as that rapier make glue,
You're
like,
cutting out. I can't hear you.
like
Can you
what?
try again?
What's the make of the rapier?
You cut out there. I didn't hear any of that. Could you say it again?
Ethnicity of rapier design.
You hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah,
now.
yeah. What's the make of the rapier?
Like,
The make? Oh.
you talking about like what race forged it or something?
Yeah, yeah. Like what?
So give me a history
Can you hear
check.
me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just very choppy.
History. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there.
So you would guess it is Elven. You think it's masterwork, very nicely designed. What else are you looking to know about it?
I mean, anything I can get from it, anything like
Yeah, it's
just sticks out,
definitely
I guess.
definitely a fancy weapon. But yeah,
Awesome.
It's like I said, it is magical +1. It doesn't have any symbols or anything on it, but yeah, it looks like a weapon that was made more recently. Like it's not an old weapon, probably something that either the guild commissioned or maybe like was just given to them as a gift from someone.
Is
but
there? Yeah, so like there wouldn't be any like sigils. Maybe I could figure out who this vampire guy was. Like.
Oh,
there's
sorry.
nothing
I just
maybe on the book.
realized the rapier was from the vampire guy, not from the. I
Yeah.
thought they were from the thieves. No, it doesn't really have any like distinguishing markings on it. It does look elven. Looks like it was made more recently, not an older weapon. So it's probably sometime within the last like 50 years.
Okay.
But yeah, it's hard to say where exactly it came from, and that might be by design. It would be kind
Which
of
for an elf is nothing.
I mean, it would be kind of silly if they ran around, as secret assassins, like promoting what group they come from.
Like Hydra. Hail Hydra.
Yeah, well, these
Like
guys
that.
don't look like they're Hydra guys, unfortunately.
Oh, darn. Okay.
Well, there goes that.
All right, so you are traveling through the caves.
And yeah, continue to let me know if I cut out or anything. I don't have the best internet, but yeah, if y'all can just mention it to me.
All good.
Checking something. So you make your way without problem back to your ship. You would see the people that you left here are still here.
People is a very loose term for that.
Sure, you're Slotty and who is the other one?
Robot snake.
Who's the robot snake?
The Iron Cobra that Nasira got.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, the construct and the Slotty. The Slot is happy to see you, Eldwin. He says, "You've returned, Master. I thought maybe I was finally free, but no, I shall continue to serve you." And he smiles.
Shifty eyes like,
Such
huh. like that.
Such a Cassandra.
That seemed, yeah, that seemed weirdly passive aggressive to you. But then again, like, Slods are weird, so maybe he was being sort of genuine.
He likes the torture.
Yeah, who knows?
He's Cassandra.
Do we have humanoids that we can fire and or kill and eat yet? Do we have some chaos to be sown? Who's that
I
little?
think we might. Like, I think we might have found some that will be in need of
Wait.
set on fire
What
soon.
was the
Is it the small creature over there? He seems tasty, and he points at Doodles.
I'm
Oh.
sure he is, but
Oh.
I'd rather keep him alive.
I promise you, I am disease ridden. You don't
To
want
be fair,
me.
you don't even understand what he's saying.
I mean, it's telepathically, so it's.
Yeah, well, I thought it was going to you.
Does this thing speak common? That's a good point, actually. No, I think it just
I
speaks
don't
Slod.
think he does.
So yeah, he's kind of like. Blah, 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 blah. He is actually speaking as well as using telepathy, for whatever reason, maybe just to be creepy. And yeah, you would
Not
see him
bad.
point at you, Doodles, and go. Blah, 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 blah. But anyway, he is joining you now, correct?
I do believe so.
Yes.
Who was? Did you have someone piloting the ship that you left behind?
No, Eldwin's been doing it.
That was.
Okay.
I was the pilot.
Both
So-
sides.
It seems like it's remained hidden, luckily. Yeah, so it doesn't. And Seal would confirm that the ship it's been quiet. He's been really wanting to just start throwing spells around the cave, but he's kept it quiet because you asked him to. So what do you want to do?
I think
Well-
Sierra's also getting her eye on Cobra.
Is this a safe place for a little quick short rest?
You think so? You're pretty far
need
from the
one?
city by now. It is about.
I mean, I don't,
It
but
was about a 2-hour journey from that cave to here, so it's about 2 p.m. right now.
but yeah, party. What do you think?
Let us browse through the items in the cargo hold in case there's anything we want to take with us.
Eldrid's already taken a short rest. It's like, hey, Nasir, come on. Let's go. I'm show you my inventory organization skills.
I'm well aware of where the hold is. I'm informing the new members of our party in case there's items they want to retrieve.
This
Um,
You asked me to keep
let me
stock
look.
of
Let
it.
me look.
I'm keeping stock of it. As he
I
walks
know,
to the
I know.
cargo.
I know, but that doesn't mean I need to.
He gives up
Review
on
the
the
list
conversation with
again.
Nasir.
Voley says, I love a woman
Oh.
who can take charge.
Right?
Again, being a little weird. So, what...
Do I get any idea that like Voli is different than when we met him before? Because I mean,
you might learn...
other than suddenly flirting, like, are there any other differences?
No, he does seem more flirty with you, but other than that, he seems the same. You might
Okay.
learn of another trait of his, though, now that he's kind of doing this. Which I'll
Chris
add
don't
to
be
his sheet.
buddy. He's been getting footy.
I just saw it vanish. I
What?
just saw it appear.
The two recipes right in Infernal, are those in the hold? It says GMYR library.
Yeah, that's the Great Wanderer's Manor
That's,
Library.
yeah, that's in Candle. Sorry, that's in a different place.
Cool. Great.
Yeah, anything in Y is not on us. Anything that says ship or BLH is
Oh,
with us.
shit.
Where's the Y come from?
Your
I have no idea.
Right, man.
it's right
I-
before
It had a
the
reason.
mama
I forgot
part.
what it was.
your mama.
Right, man. Your
Yeah.
row.
Voley says, it's too bad we can't just take this ship and dig right into Pit Market. Though I assume, our host wouldn't like that. It'd be a
No.
lot easier than walking all the way
Honestly,
back.
it might reveal us to more than just our host.
Says, yeah, I know. Just
Does anybody want to take that enhanced ability scroll? I know that's something.
You have to
Take
see
it.
if it can take magic.
I'll take it. Like it's a good
Cool.
spell to just have in the back pocket in case of an emergency.
Yeah. We also had locate animals or plants. Shatter. Anybody want shatter?
I can cast spells.
They're mostly in there because nobody in the group could grab them, so you're welcome to grab anything you and Beck Miller will use.
welcome back, Vethmil.
Cool.
Oh, maybe.
Vethmil can only cast a very limited number of spells.
Yeah, I see his thing lighting up, but I don't hear him. Maybe he's having technical
sorry.
difficulties.
I'll fix my connection.
Oh, I heard that.
Great.
Well, Lou, I just want to double check, because I was doing some notes when it happened. So we did say the armor was magical. Did we identify it?
Yeah, it was a +1 set of armor.
Alright, yeah.
What
I will just put that on then.
Okay. Vethmil, did you say something? You cut out again.
Oh my god, I keep cutting out. Really?
I heard you for a moment, then I didn't hear you.
You're good
Now
for
you're
right
back.
now.
Okay.
It's weird. Like we'll see you light up and wait a bit, then you'll start talking, and then you'll stop glowing and still keep talking.
Yeah, that is odd.
Well, why don't we do a 10-minute break so you guys can look through the stuff anyway, in case anyone wants to take anything
Cool.
else.
Who's editing the sheet? Someone's editing the brown part of the sheet.
I just did.
I'm gonna go restart my internet.
Okay. Yeah, and I'm gonna go grab a snack.
You
I
want to
think.
do it?
I'll be
Next
back.
time women know, so
What do you mean, LJ? I'm confused by your message in the main chat.
you asked what the YR means of GMYR. That's all I guess. I think that was already there. I'm just
Like,
not sure why it's still there.
What?
GM is obviously Grey Mana. I just don't know what YR means. It's been there
Your
for a
mom.
while.
Oh, right. I finally
It
got
was
it.
we originally had it recorded as Uval's lab. Oh, I see. Oh, there's a library though. Okay, never mind. Because I see GMYR lab as well, but I see like GMYR library. But yeah, I know when we first set up the lab, we recorded a bunch of stuff in the inventory as being in. We called it Uval's lab because he was the one that was setting it up and going to be working in it.
We'll just,
Funnily
Yeah,
enough, we have some of the poison that was used against us. Drown poison.
Yeah.
just your mama.
Like
yeah,
LJ,
my
if you
guess
wanna,
is- What?
if you want, I'm just gonna put the set of leather I have in back and put into the bag in case anyone else, unless someone else wants it.
I think you're fine.
You can leave
take
stuff
it.
on the ship as well.
Okay, I'll leave it on the ship then, because that's just extra
Uh,
weight.
If you
Why don't
do
you
put
swap it out for yours?
Oh,
No, that's what he means.
That's what I'm
He's
doing.
putting his old armor into the ship.
I misunderstood. I apologize.
Yeah.
yeah, let me set up a new price for you.
Alright, I'll be right back.
LJ, I'm also gonna take the scroll of alter self.
Go ahead. Just
Well, you
is-
told me to
what is
let
your
you know.
normal study weather +1?
So while we're having a break, I've discovered. I think I know
normal
what
stud
I'm
leather.
gonna do for that Irish accent character.
Is it just study weather?
yeah, just set it. I'm wearing the +1.
So that goes back on the ship. What's the weight of it?
It is. Hold on.
I think it's 12 pounds.
I think so.
So it's full for now. And what is the session number?
97.
Sorry, it's 13.
13. 13.
12 AC plus Dex, but it's 13 pounds. Yeah.
Session 97.
Which is nice because
97.
I now have basically wearable mage armor without the spell slot.
God, it's 97? Dear God.
Yep, today is session number 97.
God, what the fuck? Almost at 100.
Yep.
And when you consider that we usually take like a few weeks off, we're probably at like over 2 years now.
Oh, we're definitely over
Somehow-
2 years.
Oh,
was-
yeah, easily.
Uh,
That campaign's done, man.
It's closer than you think. I think we started November.
I think late October.
I know last year we were around session 50 something. So about 50 sessions a year, not bad.
So then we take like a week off every month, and then or every couple months. And
Yeah.
then sometimes we have to
I
skip
think
one.
it's about
'cause-
50-ish as soon as a year. 50-ish.
Yeah.
And more. But less. So I would say 50
more like-
a year. Not bad.
More like 48, because there's like
Around 50 then.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So let's see here. Reset the internet.
I have an idea
Yeah.
for a
I hear
character,
you.
Changeling Moon Druid, which would just be the most impossible to identify creature on Earth.
What are you?
Ryan.
What are you, mad?
Just
do
never
you-
the same shape ever.
Pretty much
All
any
the-
beast, any like compared to elementals. Eventually, when you get 9th level spells, you get Shape Changer and True Polymorph from them.
Exactly, you just become the mother of shapeshifters.
You're literally just a skinwalker.
Question, Bethmill, what weapon do you have right now?
I think I'm gonna favor that rapier when I need a magical weapon because it's 1d8 instead of 1d6.
But it's also an additional +1 on the weapon with the spear, because it's a +2 weapon.
Yeah, but that's well, what is that? Strength based?
Yeah.
I mean, you
Yeah.
technically can throw it, but you can't get it back very easily. So.
Yeah, I think the average is a bit higher.
yeah, it
like
would not
1
be
point
finesse.
higher,
Yeah, it would not be finesse. So.
Yeah, well,
which
even
makes
if
no sense.
common misconception though, finesse weapons can
use-
still use strength.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. But if he doesn't want to use strength, I wasn't sure if he was looking for that or not.
No,
That's
I
how
mean,
Raging Barbarians. Like that's how.
spear with a
Rope.
shield.
Yeah.
It's versatile.
It's exactly.
Is it light?
No,
No.
it's just you
Oh,
can-
with a shield, it doesn't need to be.
yeah, you
I
can
don't know.
use the spear.
I don't. I don't
Yeah,
want
you
to carry.
can-
I don't want to carry a spear around. Like a large item. I'd rather not carry.
It's a
around.
cane. It's a cane for you, old man.
I mean, it
Yeah.
definitely throw off his old man disguise with him walking with a spear. So
You can't use a
Yeah, it
spear
goes.
as a cane.
Ellen, Mirren, Davian, are any of you good with a bow?
Oh, they already went to the tavern. They're
Oh,
not
that's
with
right. Would I know if any of them are good with bows?
You think that Davian has martial weapon training?
Let's take that short bow and the arrows with us.
Should we
Well,
use
it
a
isn't
crossbow
that bad of a
and
shot
bow?
at
We already gave Dosha a magic short bow, but we've got magic arrows and a short bow +1
Well,
in
we
there.
do have indestructible magic arrows, regular
Yeah.
quiver, and unbreakable magic arrows.
So, I mean, let's take the arrows +1. If you want to grab the other magical arrows as well, throw them in the bag so that we have them with us, and we might be able to arm somebody.
Arrows,
do y'all have health potions? Maybe.
I think they're all distributed
we were
among us,
carrying.
aren't they?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
okay. Parsing the short bow +1 and the arrows plus into the bag.
And actually, we could give that spear to Dosha. I think he's already got a magic spear, but I don't think it's +2.
He has a dagger.
Oh, was it a dagger? I knew we'd given him at least 2 magic items, and I thought one of them was a short bow.
No, we gave him a dagger just so he had something.
Pretty sure his
He
strength
would.
should probably be as good as his dex.
Yeah, he would happily take a +2 spear. His main weapon is a spear anyway.
That's
We'll
what I
take it.
thought. Let's take the sphere as well, and we can offer that to Dosha.
Okay, I'll take it out.
We'll put it out for the dagger. Put the +1 dagger back on the ship.
Well, we have if Dosha's already got the dagger, we can, then he's not with us to put it on the ship.
Yeah, that's true. He's
I forget these things.
It's just the group and Voli right now. Alright. Is everyone...
I think we're sorted.
Okay. Is everyone back?
Yeah. How do I sound?
Better.
What's this ivory tube from the Umberhawk session 70? Is that like a spell scroll that we never opened?
Probably.
I don't know.
Session 70? Alright, let me go look.
Yeah. It says
Yeah.
Umberhawk.
So this is when I took over because I saw you do session numbers.
Oh god, if it's the Umbra Hulk, that's like early 20s. Maybe
No,
even
I'm-
like 10s.
Well, it's
No.
Umberhawks at 10s? Like, that's pretty low level to fight
No, it
Umberhawks.
was later than that.
Yeah.
No,
But
it
it
might have
was-
been level. It was before LJ.
Oh, it was
Well,
It was
definitely
before-
before
Right.
LJ, but I was
Before
still here.
Samuel.
It
Yeah,
was,
that was,
but it was.
that was
it was
when
a while
you
ago.
first encountered Zokek, that session. I don't have anything listed about a scroll or ivory tube, though.
I don't know.
I
like
well,
how I like how we recorded something as map of area, but we didn't say what area or what session.
I think that was before I got here.
It was a full, like, what we see when, like, but like
Yeah,
that
he
kind of
didn't
thing.
keep up with the session numbers that well.
And
all.
Rod from Knoll Shaman. Like,
well,
no
do you
session
want to
numbering.
open the scroll case? The ivory
Oh.
tube?
Yeah, if we do have one.
Yeah,
like I thought
sure. I'll take from the ship and open it.
Kaboom.
Boom! It blows up on us.
Yeah, it would blow up on me first.
Collapses our ship.
I take it out of the ship, away from everyone, and open
Alright.
it.
So it is a spell scroll, Gust of Wind.
Awesome.
Hey, it's a scroll. Did not blow up in my face. I can't tell what it does. Here.
What language is it in? You could probably read it.
It's
I
common.
open it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's in common.
You're asking the non-magic guy who hits people hard to understand magic.
So I think that's
I don't think any of
druid,
us can use it.
sorcerer, wizard.
I don't know.
What spell is it?
Wizard for sure.
It's Gust of Wind is the spell.
Gust of Wind?
Here you go, Eldon.
Okay. I mean, I'll take it. Is that even? I'm pretty sure that's on the list.
I can look
Why-
it up. Let's see.
Why do we have drow poison?
Yeah, it is.
For the
Yeah,
poison darts.
Gust of Wind is Druid, Ranger, Sorcerer, Wizard, level 2.
Yep. So I'm the only one that can use it, so I'll just hold on to it then.
Alright, you
Some
attach.
situational moment might be useful.
Yeah, there might be
Yeah.
a time where we might need to use it. So
All right, let's get back to the city, guys. Anyone have any way of magically alarming or disguising or any extra safeguards now that the ship is unattended?
how long does this last? 'Cause
I could cast this Sanctum, but
I will ritually cast Alarm and make a little perimeter with it around the ship.
I could throw that Sanctum on it as well.
How long does the sanctum last?
24 hours.
Is it ritual?
No.
All right, let's not spend that magic.
But
It has been undetected till now in this spot because we hid it. We tried to hide it away. I think we did survival checks to find a nice place.
yeah,
But
The spot that they couldn't find.
yeah. And we have a little bit of time with that alarm that, Eldwin would be notified if anyone approaches it. All right,
Alright.
let's go, guys.
So you are heading back.
We'll have to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
Okay. So Voldy is leading you through the caves.
I would like to, throughout these trips, I would like to try and memorize the way.
Are you
That's a
do you
good
have
idea.
like paper and something to write on, or are you just trying to mentally memorize it?
No, I just have.
Could I sing
I'm
a
expert
song?
in survival.
So it's pretty
There you go.
complicated. You could try to remember it. You could probably navigate it using survival after doing it a couple of times. It wouldn't be foolproof though, unless you had that feat that gives you a photographic memory.
Which I did
Right.
not.
Or your Outlander.
Yeah,
Which is
or
the
you
feat
have
he's
something
talking
that,
about.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he meant
Or-
like
or-
literally the
oh,
eidetic
sorry,
memory feed.
There is a feat
Oh yeah,
that gives
background.
you a
Background is what I meant. Yeah, sorry.
What,
Keen mind.
Keen mind, yeah.
keen
Yeah.
mind
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah, I was thinking of the feat that does the similar thing with, or at least for the
The
finding your
background
way.
feature.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so you are heading through the caves. Let me check something. Onveer,
I don't like that.
you
Yeah.
notice something strange as you're kind of walking through the tunnel. Like a shadow shifts off to the side. You kind of catch it in your periphery.
I kind of just kind of subtly look around.
All right. Actually, Nasira, he would notice it too.
I would like ahead, to one side, behind.
Kind of off to the side, like in a cave that you're just passing by.
I would drop back in the group. LJ, are you leading or following up? Are you front or back?
It
of the group?
depends on what they want me to do.
I assume LJ and Vethmil are kind of off to the front.
Off to the
Yeah.
front. Okay.
Yeah, then yes.
I would go and like walk next to LJ and like link my arm kind of into the crook of his elbow, like I'm like chatting with him as I walk beside him, and I'd be like, let's drop to the back of the group here, and I just kind of like position us so that we're kind of at the back of the group and be like, there may be something following us.
I like to imagine Volley starts giving him mad stinker.
Nice.
like,
As you are doing this, creatures suddenly come out of the shadows.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ah,
Well,
And the funny
LJ's
thing
time to
is,
shine.
So,
I don't think Void knows.
I don't
that
like
LJ
the look of that middle guy.
so
I can't
I
see
have a
shit.
light on me.
LJ,
Oh.
you, Nasira, and Onveer are not surprised. I need initiative rolls.
I want to say I can't be surprised, but I might be lying.
That's what you said last
one
time, actually.
one
yeah.
of the rune, one of the rune knight giant features.
You can mark it.
Andre, did you give me the advantage?
Yes, I think I had
I-
before we cast.
Let me see here. Let me find it real quick.
God, can I stop rolling shit
No.
for initiative? Initiative and
not.
stealth, I roll the shit at.
Well, at least you know
Right.
they're here, so
Yeah.
I'm
you'll
just
get
gonna
to
link
go
it
in the first round.
there.
Um,
There's every.
So, which rune am I looking at?
Storm,
know.
last
All
one.
the rooms.
I have no idea yet.
It's the last
God.
bit of the first paragraph of Storm Rune. Intelligence on advantage on intelligence, Arcana checks, and can't be surprised.
Did
Yeah,
you
Onveer,
invoke
did you
the
give me
storm
light?
rune?
You don't have to invoke it. It says while wearing or
This
carrying
is
an
a
object
passive. It's
a
inscribed
passive.
with. Yeah.
Oh, do you have the storm rune readied? Okay.
All my. Are on my armor
Sure.
shield.
So then you would not be surprised either.
Okay, let-
Andre, did you cast light on me? Since I was in front.
Yeah, sure.
I have light on me. I would have had
Doodles
to.
has light.
1.12.
Oh,
Hey, oh,
which way
Jesus,
will we be
who's this big
walking?
guy on me?
DM, which way will we be walking?
You were walking this way.
Shit,
Alright, so
they're dead. Dead chick. She's dead.
the first act is going to be the spawn as it jumps out of hiding and rushes towards the group. Going
Oh, no.
30 feet, and then rushing in another 30 feet to engage, ending its turn. Nasira, what do you want to do?
As it runs towards us, she's just gonna like uppercut it.
Okay. So you attempt to attack the creature. 16, yeah, that will strike. So as it comes rushing up, you quickly strike it before it can attack.
And I'll
Doing
move it backward.
9 bludgeoning. Okay.
Or actually, yeah.
You push it back 1.
Nah, I won't push it.
Okay.
And then I'll step around Ethmil and punch him again.
Alright. 19 will strike with another hit. Doing another 8 bludgeoning. Anything else?
And I'm gonna circle back around with my folks just so we're not, none of us are kind of off there on our own, because I don't know how many are gonna run in this round.
Nice and
so.
bunched up, you mean?
What's that? Yeah, well, true. All right, but that, yeah. I think that I am for now going to hold. Yeah, hold any bonus actions, and that's my turn.
All right.
You could just do one punch.
Oh, that's right. When I attack on my action, I can do one punch as the bonus action. You're correct. Can I punch it again?
Yeah, sure. If you spend your bonus action. 28
Thank you,
will
Andre.
strike.
Oh,
Doing
shit.
another 9. Alright, so that is it for you. Alright, so let's see. So far.
I don't know what that is.
So it looks like you kind of recognize what some of these are. Especially Vethmel.
Yup.
Now, let me check something.
Oh shit.
Yeah, no, this is not Eldritch War. Eldritch in war, not spawns.
Well, we have fought them before, so you would at least and remember.
I know
my
what they
little-
are, but not
Yeah.
my world.
Yeah.
Alright, so you would hear chanting from the shadows. You don't see where
Oh
it's
gosh,
coming from.
found it.
Over here. I think I do. I
As,
see in the corner of my vision.
there is an eruption of
Oh
black
god.
tentacles.
Oh, that's a nasty smell.
Oh no.
Just engulfs the party. So that would be a 20-foot square.
Oh, right there? Really?
Yeah,
I
this
think
guy
you
had
should get that.
moved over here. He would appear when he does the casting. And I think he is concentrating on that now. He is then going to fly 40 feet up. Or not 40 feet, but not up only, but he flies up. And hold on, this is what he looks like.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah, just like a strange looking creature with like all these shadows coming out of his face, He does a screech flying upward into the darkness, and you no longer see it.
Do I still see it?
You do not. You're not sure where
Damn.
it went. Eldwin. So starting within the tentacles,
Wouldn't this be surprise round? We still.
it's not surprise round, although you are surprised, Eldwin. But yeah, starting within the tentacles, I need a dex save.
Right.
Alright, so 12 would not be enough.
Sorry, that was. Wait, that was.
That was a slot.
Fuel. I was like, my dex is better than that.
Mine isn't. It's gonna be
Oh,
bad.
Oh,
no.
but well.
Even worse.
Hang on, I got a thing for this.
It beat me to it.
Carl.
Carl! Alright, so you are suddenly bludgeoned by a bunch of shadowy tentacles as they just start smacking you. Doing 13 bludgeoning, and you become restrained. Which I think that
13?
turns off your cloak of whatever it is.
The damage test. I don't know. Being. Nope. I did that wrong.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you need to have speed for it to work.
And you are surprised, so that's you can't do anything. So another creature that you have not seen before. Steps forward from the darkness. This one looking a lot more regal than the others who just look like feral and shadowy. He would just sort of walk forward. Actually, before he does that, let me remind myself what he does.
Look at this mug, motherfucker.
There's a lot of
Great
stuff
time
you
to
can
double
do.
check what spells I prepared.
So yeah, he steps forward from behind the other, more feral-looking creatures. Shoot, where'd he go?
I don't like the number 3 in front of those red dots because I have a sneaking suspicion I know what it means.
It means something fun.
So yeah, he's gonna look towards Vethmel. His eyes flash, and he says, "Not even a real vampire." Pathetic. Give me a wisdom save.
I want to say I have advantage because of one of my runes. I gotta learn these runes.
They don't give you advantage on saves unless you've invoked the storm one.
Oh, can I invoke it any time?
Bonus action.
Yeah, it would have to be
Bonus
on
action.
your.
Right.
Unless it's a reaction, it would have to be on your turn.
Okay. All right. So wisdom save. Okay.
Yeah,
I can do that.
PC 17.
You're gonna hurt my feelings. Let's see.
Alright.
Oh.
So you are overcome with insecurities for some reason. You
Yeah.
become incapacitated for 1 minute. Speed reduced to 0, and your mind is overwhelmed with a flood of insecurity, shortcomings, and inability to accomplish your goals. But you can.
Oh my-
So yeah, you're just maybe like fall to your knees, and you're like, why? But yeah, you can repeat the saving throw each turn. That is it
Okay.
for him, as he just smiles. Seal.
He's gonna have to make a
Yeah.
saving throw.
He is surprised too, I believe. So
Yeah.
dex save.
Sorry, 1 sec. I was doing something on my sheet.
When it comes to my turn, I'm gonna make such a big target of myself that I'm scared.
So like every other combat.
Exactly.
Oh, alright, so he is smacked around by the tentacles. Did I say it was 3d6?
Yeah.
He would take 14 bludgeoning, and he would be restrained as the tentacles wrap around him, squeezing. And that would be it for him because he was surprised. Anvir.
Huh. I guess I have to make a saving throw, right?
Yes, so at the start of your turn, a dex save.
Because that's gonna definitely make a difference in what I do. Ooh, I rolled very badly.
Oh,
Do you want a story point?
You know what? It's probably worth not getting restrained. I'll go one more go.
Alright.
Will it be much better? Probably not. Oh!
Oh!
yes.
Hang on, I gotta
Yes, it
think
will.
for this too.
I think it's that. Hey, I think
Natural
it's
20.
straight up no damage as well.
I believe so. Let me see. Yeah, it doesn't
It's just-
say on a failed save anything happens. So
Or on a
you are
success.
in difficult terrain. So yeah, but other than that, yeah, you're just unaffected. The tentacles
Okay,
miss
so
you,
the
at least for
so the
now.
squares are it's difficult.
Yes, moving through that square is difficult terrain.
Okay. Sorry, just figuring out math and stuff then. Okay. I think my mouse just died. Come back.
Not
There we
now,
go.
mouse.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to cast Dawn.
Alright, so
Oh.
you chant summoning a bunch of radiant energy, I believe.
Yeah, it is just a straight beam of sun.
30-foot radius.
What the fuck? God.
I have to move that a little bit. That was just me dragging it.
Holy shit.
You just put me in the sun?
Yeah, no, hold on. I'm putting it there. And it
Oh.
goes 40 feet high as well.
Alright, so suddenly the area is blasted with sunlight. Which the vampires definitely don't like.
So they all make a saving throw now.
Alright, con save.
I just wanted to. I was reading that because I wanted to double check that was sunlight. 'Cause I remember the
Yep.
sunlight spell or the daylight
Alright, so
spell
that guy
isn't sunlight.
fails. He would take 22 radiant. The
Do you want me to roll for each one or just do 22
no, we can
for
just do
all?
22. It's an AoE
Yeah,
effect.
totally.
This guy is going to do a con save. The more prim and proper looking vampire. 17.
Just misses. It was 18.
All right, hang on a second. He doesn't like that. He
Yeah, I
is
had a
going
feeling.
to- And legendary resistance.
Still takes 11.
And make that. So he takes 11.
Nope, nice, burned one of them.
Yeah, it does burn one of his legendaries. Third guy, you would see up above the creature that went into the darkness screeches as it's suddenly irradiated.
Is that technically that whole area is lit up now, right? Because it's daylight.
So that one tries to save. What sunlight sensitivity do? Okay. So he does a
Ooh, attack rolls as
save.
well.
He would fail. Yeah, these,
I told you guys I was going to make a target of myself.
These AoE effects
Yeah,
are
you
slowing me
will.
down here. I'm gonna turn off the animations.
That's fair. While you're sorting out the damage, I am going to move just a wee bit.
Just a wee bit.
Do you have enough movement for that? Because that's difficult
I
terrain.
think so.
Alright. I was just checking if Radiant did
Yeah,
anything else
20.
to him.
Is
So
it
no,
like-
he would just take the 22.
That was 35 movement.
And he
Was it?
will have
He
to
will.
make
Yeah.
a con
10,
save to
20,
hold the
30.
spell.
35.
No, it's only 10 to go through doodles, and then
I
And
didn't
he's
go
out-
through doodles. I went down.
Oh wait,
diagonal.
does this dawn
Oh.
keep going, or is this just done now?
This is concentration.
Alright.
I mean,
so
from this
mark
would be
yourself as
20 where you're at
concentrating.
right now.
This thing makes
That would be
its
20.
save, so it only takes 11.
Yeah, I wasn't sure.
And now the last one on save. Oh wait, sorry, no, that was the concentration. So it did take. Oh wait, I rolled the wrong save. Sorry, I rolled strength. Alright, so this one made it as well. But yeah, this one made the save and is holding his spell. Anything else on Veer?
I moved there, and I think that's about all I can do right this second. Yeah.
Okay. So at the let me see something.
Please don't say at the end of your turn.
At the end of your turn,
Yeah, I had a feeling.
Yeah.
the creature, the
Psychic.
the psychic vampire, the like crazy looking one, or not the crazy looking one, the regal looking one, suddenly starts moving very quickly.
Why is it that this happens every time?
And just sort of moves out of the sunlight, which is weird because he was moving sort of normally. Then it was almost like he suddenly became like super fast and just swooshed out of there. So that is it for Onveer. LJ.
Just a quick question. Does it look like he is continuing to move really fast, or was it just like a burst of quick speed?
It was a burst of quick speed. Now he's moving normal again.
Okay.
It was very unsettling looking. Like just was like over here now, almost like a teleport,
Like those
but actual
Like
movement.
those stuttery horror movie moments. Where
Yeah,
all of a
almost
sudden-
like that, where he just like just kind of suddenly did it, like moved really quickly over there. But now he's normal speed again.
LJ runs over here, and he taps.
Are you surprised? No, right?
You said he
'Cause
wasn't, 'cause Nasira told
Yeah,
him.
okay.
Yeah.
So you run
He
up to him.
taps. He taps with Vethmir on the head, and the stun infected thing. I read that an action can be used to snap someone out.
I didn't hear what you said.
Oh.
Sorry.
I cap Vethmir on the head so it can repeat the saving throw.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Vethmil? Oh,
That triggers the.
It says you can use an
throw,
action to give him a saving
damage.
throw.
Yeah.
Oh, for the vampire's ability, you mean?
Yeah, imprison mind.
Okay, so you kind of like shake him, like it's okay, Vethmil.
Yeah, and just
All right, so
look
that would
one on
be a
pass.
wisdom save. Oh, that would. Oh, yeah.
So let me see here. Like, let me see if this is a reaction.
Indomitable.
All right. So yeah, Indomitable.
All right, that's a reroll. Yeah. All right.
Nice.
So
Reroll here.
another
and
wisdom
I'm gonna
save.
I'm gonna use it says I have an inspiration, so I'm gonna use an inspiration for advantage.
Okay, so you make an inspired wisdom save.
No.
You're just too much uncertainty. You're like, why?
Yeah.
I tried my
And then-
best.
And with me action surging, I am going to attack twice. Don't
Alright,
fuck.
he dodges that one.
That one hits
yeah, 30
That-
is
I
gonna
hope so.
connect.
11.
Alright, so he
And-
takes 11 points.
And then I will use my final action and bonus action and one of my commanding and one of my points to say, "Hey, Nasira, finish that one off already." As I command a strike.
Okay.
I think there was a opportunity attack as well.
Oh yes,
Uh,
that was.
So this one, yeah, he would be at disadvantage because of the sunlight, but he would have tried
Nice.
to attack you as you ran over. So he's gonna do a claw. Oh, he would
Nice.
miss. The sunlight is messing with him. Nasira punches again, doing.
And I will
21.
go ahead and push him this time. Yeah.
Oh, did you roll late, Vethmil? Hang on, I'll move. you.
Yeah, he did.
Alright, so you said you push him?
Yeah.
Wham. Alright, so he is
Nice.
knocked
And-
back.
And I received 21 damage.
You received 21 damage?
No, he
Oh,
does,
you did
the
to him?
vampire.
Yeah, he did another 11. Alright, anything else for you, LJ?
Movement? No. That'll be
Alright,
it.
so at the end of your turn, the psychic vampire sort of smiles at you.
Uh-oh.
And again, moving like faster than you can see, you're suddenly just struck in the face. 22 would strike you, I believe.
That is my AC, yes.
So 8 bludgeoning.
I'm gonna parry this. Bring
Ding.
it down to 1.
Nice.
Alright, so you just managed to get your shield up, knocking back his fist. And that is it for you, Doodles.
I assume I need to make a save.
You do. Deck save. Oh, yeah, you would make it. So you dodge the tentacles that are like slapping around. Hua, hua.
Step 1. Step to the side. Step 2 is to pull out my loot.
It's
And
time
then
for a
I-
song.
Look at this guy and say, you know what's funny? A centipede wearing flip flops. I cast Tasha's.
What?
Yeah, that's hilarious.
And I'm gonna use my free cast of Tasha's Hideous
Yeah,
Slap.
there it is.
Alright, so that is a wisdom save.
Yeah.
Let me check something.
Is he concentrating on my like?
No, that's just
what
an ability he has. He doesn't have to concentrate on it. Alright, so that
That
is a.
ability is brutal.
It is
Which
nasty.
is why he didn't make a check when I hit him.
16.
Fails.
Alright, he's gonna blow a legendary resistance and just smile at you.
Yeah. It was a good one, wasn't it? Thanks for blowing your resistance. And then I'm gonna scoot back.
Alright.
Oh, before I scoot back, I would turn to Eldwin and begin singing, Eldwin, I believe you could break out of those tentacles, and give him a bardic inspiration.
Alright, so you are bardically inspired. At the end of your turn, once again, there is a almost instantaneous punch to poor LJ's face.
Yeah.
What
That's
the?
why you got the mutton chops.
There you go.
Oh,
Fuck.
well, you're not parrying that one.
No.
Alright, 9 points of bludgeoning damage. He does not grapple you.
It's
Actually,
not that bad.
you know what? He is gonna grapple you. He grabs you.
No, it's worse.
It's way worse.
What do I make?
So he just started to grapple with you. So no damage, he
he's
just
about-
grabbed you.
He's about to have LJ as a snack.
I can't. When do I save?
You can use your action to attempt to break out on your turn.
Yeah.
There's
okay.
no save. It's normal grapple rules. So Vethmil, you are still racked with unsureness.
Yeah.
Give me another wisdom save at the end of your turn.
Okay. I say, I kind of got like my hands and like on my face, and I'm like,
It doesn't make any sense. I'm strong.
and then I'm like, maybe I'm not. And then it's like,
Baby,
uh,
maybe I'm not.
Goes full Gollum conversation, just talking to himself.
there you go.
Oh, all right. So at the end of your turn, you find the strength to break free of this damned ability. All right. So that's it for Vethmil.
There you go.
The vampire spawn, who actually, I think, does have some bad stuff happen now. So he takes 20 radiant damage starting in the light.
Oh, it's at the. They have to. This one is weird. They have to end.
No, that's just him. Like he just takes that because it's sunlight.
Oh.
That's an addition. If he ends there, he gets hit again. But
Yeah.
starting in sunlight,
Even
he just
better.
takes 20 radiant as he's like burning.
Spawn don't do well with sunlight at all.
He is wounded, so he's gonna like come out of the sunlight just screeching, like trying to protect himself. Then he's gonna run down this way and go for you to try to help his master. Oh wait, actually, he'll go here. He's gonna multi-attack. 15 misses, 13 misses, and... Or sorry, it's just 2. So he swings twice, but you managed to block both of them. This one here is going to take 20 points of damage.
It's turned out so much better than I thought it was going to.
Yeah, that's what happens when you microwave, vampires. They just kind of fall apart.
He's going to rush over at Nasira. Do a claw attack. Oh, crit! Coming out of the... Alright, what do you got?
I'm no longer surprised, right?
Yeah, because your turn passed.
Silvery barbs.
Okay. So you spend your reaction and a first level spell, and you will roll again. That will miss. And a second
Nice,
attack.
thank you.
And I will give. I'll give Vethmil advantage.
Alright. So this one went. And I think that's it. So new round. This one's... Which one's going? Yeah, this one here starts in the sunlight, taking 20. And becoming very badly wounded. That's kind of one of the reasons that guy just rushed out of the sunlight as soon as you put it there. Wounded. It's gonna come over. Can't diagonal between you two because you're holding the line there. So it's gonna try to circle around to get flank. And then it is going to do 2 attacks. Flank. Oh, crit.
Oh fuck.
Wait, hold up.
I'm gonna use silvery barbs on that.
Oh, okay.
Alright,
Oh, we
Unless you
become
want
that.
to. Sorry. I
No,
didn't mean
you're
to
good.
cut you off. That's no.
You're good. You're good.
We've become that party.
Alright,
Yes!
so spend your reaction, spend a spell, and we'll roll again. Actually, I think he's gonna bite on the second attack. Oh, he already did a claw, so claws. 20 will
And
miss you.
Nasira, you have advantage next attack.
Thank you.
Alright, on the Nasira.
Everyone
Oh,
can
and
do
actually, I
what the
forgot this
being
guy
attacked.
has...
Forgot about that.
So So at the end of his turn, this vampire is going to move 15 feet, dragging you to there.
Beautiful. Thank you. Poor decision, my friend.
Nasira, go ahead. You
So I
would,
think
yeah, you would have to
What
make a
does that
dex
mean?
save.
I did.
Oh, so you would fail. So you are bludgeoned for 3d6. So this is not a half damage, so evasion wouldn't do you any good here. Because there's no
But it
half
says-
damage.
It just says you instead take
That
no damage.
allows you to make a dex save throw to take
Oh.
only half damage. This is just
Only so the only half damage if you fail still applies to that clause at the beginning. Okay.
yeah, so if you would have failed it, which you did, then you would have, if there was a half damage effect, you would have taken none. If you succeed, you take, so you take half if you succeed, and if there was a half damage option, you would have taken that, but it would just be
Okay.
the 8 bludgeoning.
Yeah, it doesn't work against save or suck spells.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
so you are restrained. What do you want to do?
Punch the spawn in front of me, I guess, since I can't move anywhere.
Alright, so you are at disadvantage.
But I also am at advantage.
So it is a wash for the first attack. Yeah, 21 would hit him.
I'd like to shove him into the daylight, please.
So he takes 8 and is pushed back. So unfortunately,
All right,
you
am I paralyzed or stunned
you're
or
restrained. So I think to get out of the restrain, you can make a check.
It's an action.
stunned, charmed?
Oh yeah, but it would be an action, so you
That's
couldn't do it.
poisoned. Okay, so for my second attack, I'll draw a boomerang from the small of my back and send it at this guy.
All right, so you whip a boomerang over there. Oh no, he dodges. Oh.
Okay. And then I think I will so the restrained, I can't jump or anything, right?
I don't believe so. You're just stuck until you break the restraint, or until I think someone else gets you out of it, or you can teleport, or yeah, but you can't do any actual movement.
All right, I guess that's all I got.
All right, and you offer advantage to attackers. That's a nasty one. So the Umbral Vampire starts in the sun. Does he have sunlight? I'm sure he does. Oh, it works different for him.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think he's slightly more resistant to it.
Yeah, so it actually doesn't do damage to him. He's just, he has disadvantage on attack rolls while in it. So he's, yeah, way more resistant. Alright, so he is going to fly kind of above you all. He's about 20 feet up right now. How far can he go? Not as far as he'd like. He's going to fly over to here and kind of fly down to where Nasira is. And he's going to do some creepy stuff. Oh, you have light though, right? That makes it less,
Well, Eldwin does. I'm not carrying any, but
let's see.
There's also a giant pillar of light.
right, like right behind him.
So the brightness, oh damn, you both have lights. Okay, that makes it harder.
He's being backlit.
Nasira is surrounded by lights right now.
Eldon has one. LJ has one. There's a big ass 30 feet.
I don't like it when
Someone
they're
does
shrinking
with one.
towards me, though.
I saw that too. I'm like, oh, that's concerning.
There's a lot of stuff going on. Oh, sorry. You would also notice he has a mirror image going on as well. So there are like
Oh.
3 or 4 of him flying around. I forgot to mark that. So he can't do any of his shadow stuff because of all the light. That makes him upset. Okay, so yeah, he is going to come down at you, Nasira, and do Umbral Grasp as you see him put his hand out and just a bunch of shadowy tendrils like start to wrap around you.
That sounds fun.
26, I'm guessing, will hit you.
Yes.
Alright, so you would take 16 cold, and your strength is reduced by...
well, could I do Runic Shield?
What does that do?
Yeah.
Disadvantage?
Here, one sec, I'll link it.
You can link it.
Yeah. If I can find it.
I think it
it's a
forces a
reroll with
reroll, yeah. I don't think it's a disadvantage, but I think it forces a reroll, but we can see.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I'm not seeing it on my list. I know it's oh, there it is.
Alright, so you use your reaction. Okay, so he
Yeah,
gets a
it's a reroll.
reroll. Alright, so he has to reroll the attack. Go ahead and spend your reaction and the resource. Oh, crit.
That's the downside.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So, yeah, he unfortunately will hit you very hard.
Oh,
For
that's so much worse.
40.
When you accidentally help the enemy?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the danger of re-rolling an advantage attack. Crit fishing.
Now, that second bit, is that also doubled?
No, not strength damage. That's a reduction. Only 1 point of strength damage. So that is it for him, because he does not have multi-attack.
I tried to help him hard.
He is then going to fly back upward, which would give you an opportunity attack if you want to use your reaction, albeit at disadvantage.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Sure. Why not?
Alright, so you try to do a quick punch at him as he flies away. 17 will hit him.
Can I push him into the sunlight? that?
Yeah, if you want.
I will.
Okay, so he takes 10 bludgeoning. He'll have to make a concentration check.
For the love of God, please fail.
Nope. He is pushed into the sunlight, which doesn't really do too much to him because he's one of the ones who is resistant. And then he's going to fly kind of back up into the darkness and once again disappear somewhere in the cave above. You don't see where he goes. Eldwin. I know we're a little over time. I was going to go a little longer. Unless anyone has to go, we can end here.
Oh, I would love one more turn.
Alright, Eldwin, what are you going to do?
I think first I take damage.
Yes. At the beginning of your turn, 3d6. So 11 bludgeoning, and that turns off your cloak.
I mean, it was off anyway because I'm restrained.
Ah, yes, true.
All right. Now, I have a question because it's always been a little weird to like grid things. How much does if doing a beam? How much of it needs to cover someone to get covered?
Sorry.
It just needs to go like doing a line spell.
Yeah.
It just needs to pass through their square.
So it doesn't have to fully cover it.
No.
Cool. So for my bone.
Yeah, at least a
for my
little
bonus
bit in the square.
So So for my bonus action, I'm going to Misty Step.
Alright, so you
I'm going to
chant.
pop out over here.
Yeah, suddenly poofing over there.
And I'm no longer restrained, but unfortunately, I still don't have my cloak because I took damage. And then for my action, cast Sunbeam.
Alright, where
I had a similar idea.
And there we go.
So 60-foot line. Where does that go to? And it looks like that is gonna
Off screen.
That is gonna hit your fighter as well. I guess if you put it up that way. But if you put it up that way, that's gonna hit Toodles or Doodles.
You might as well hit me instead of Doodles.
Toodles.
Toodles.
Yeah,
or Doodles.
you might as well hit me instead of Doodles over there.
Yeah.
Noodles.
So
You
yeah,
cannot
you're gonna
get
hit
meaning
either
today.
Doodles or LJ.
Yeah.
There's
I'll
not
hit
really a
LJ
way.
'cause that's...
Hit the convoy.
Yeah. It's probably a good call.
exactly.
All right, but it
I'll
will
hit the-
target those 3 vampires.
I want to see if there's any way to...
What save do I make?
It is
It's
a
only
con
it's
save.
only 5 feet wide, so I think there would be a way to position it without.
No, they're like just...
Yeah.
What if you
I mean,
run
if
into
you
the wall?
want to roll this, it's technically not touching.
No,
either
that
of
would be
them,
in
but-
both of their squares. If it's in their squares at all, it would affect them.
Oh, so the square itself,
Wow.
yeah, then there's no chance. If it's the square itself.
Yeah, you would have-
Or if you're running up here.
Oh, just.
All right, so yeah, con save. Yeah, you would make it. So is that half damage?
I believe...
Half and not blinded.
Yeah, half and not
All
blinded.
right, so you are kind of burned, taking 8 points of radiant. The guy-
Undead also have disadvantage on the save.
Oh, all right.
I forgot about that bit.
Yeah, it's a
Would,
really
would that
big...
mean Vethmil has disadvantage if he was in it?
Which is why I did not target him.
All right, so this guy takes 17, and you said it blinds.
Yep, blind until my next turn.
All right, so this guy
I
is
think.
blinded.
Guess I made save them.
Yeah, I was debating between that and Dawn, but like nobody was really lined up, so I went for that. This.
This guy is going to do a con save.
That bonded would have fucked me up.
17? Yeah, I think
that would
DC is
save.
17. Okay, so that made it. Because he has disadvantage. Okay, now the noble one. Let's see. Con save. 9's gonna
Yes,
fail,
that's what-
and he is gonna burn his last legendary.
Nice.
There it is.
So he takes half damage, right? 8.
Take half.
Okay.
Do you
Alright.
have a mark for Sunbeam?
No, it would
Or
just be a
I guess
timer.
just have Sun. Alright.
Is it a concentration?
Yeah, I
Like-
can do that again. I can, for my action, I can summon one of those again.
Well, that might change what
Also-
the vampire does then.
I also think.
Alright, but yeah, I think we have to end it here because Vethmil, I
Cool.
believe, has to go. So we'll end it with the vampire going next. I'll have a week to think about it. But give me your MVP votes.
Do you
I
mind
know if
putting
there
a
was an
timer?
MVP in the session, if I can remember right.
Honestly, this is a hard one.
Yeah.
I know there was an MVP, I just can't remember it.
When I always can't decide who to vote for, I
Ah,
just vote
fuck
for
it.
myself.
There you go. Just vote for yourself.
Sadly, I couldn't vote for Barry.
Bury the barricade.
Barry the Barricade.
Well,
Pretty
also he
much.
didn't make an appearance this session.
Doesn't matter. He's just always MVP.
Bury the body.
Oh my god, big body.
It was bury the breastplate. The body just happened to be along for the ride.
Yeah, he was just strapped in. And Doodles has a weird, macabre sense of humor because he didn't unstrap it. He's like, yeah, you can just hang with us. That's fine.
Hang. Oh god. For
Yeah.
someone that wasn't intentional.
Alright.
I thought the centipede joke was good.
how
That
dare
was the sound effect that you looked
you.
for.
Who made those cricket noises? Who did
Wait,
that?
who
I
got
was
it?
about to.
Who made those cricket noises?
Not me, I was about to.
How dare you? Was that you, Anvir?
What? No.
Andre would never do that.
Shit, I should have voted for Honor for those crickets.
So I thought the Niffle was gonna get blind because I got mixed up what the red and blue ones were.
So you just better watch out, Anvir. Alright, so I think
3 vampires coming for me next week.
so. Doodles, I think it was a pretty split vote, but with 2 votes, you are MVP.
Wow.
Oh my god, that was split.
So 1 person didn't get one, and that's it.
Who got MVP?
Doodles,
Doodles.
Oh yeah, nice.
probably with
Well,
the,
thank you.
yeah, with those magical effects.
Can I ask a question? Who didn't get a vote?
You may not.
Oh, don't do that.
I mean,
Do
you
it.
can ask, but you won't get an
Yeah,
answer.
it's a secret
Just
vote.
curious.
There's a reason
Shame
it's
us.
secret. Alright, well, yeah, good game, everyone. I'll see you all next week as we attempt to survive the vampire onslaught.
Good RP, everyone. Yeah, overall it was
Yeah.
good game.
Yeah, fun time. Thank you.
Good night, everyone.
Get your.
See
Good
y'all.
night, everybody. Keeps entering and joining. God,
I think it was
I
LJ.
have to remember what happened. Ugh, this is the
What the
worst
fuck
part.
did I go?
You keep like jumping between the secrets and main voice.
No! What the fuck?
What happened in this game? Stuff.
A
A
bullshit.
lot of talking mainly.
Oh yeah, it was definitely
Yeah.
a lot of RP. That's right. You guys found
Volley in
Voldy.
We scrapped everything we talked about last session, then talked a bunch more, and then did the little trip with Volley.
Yeah, pretty much RP, yeah.
I'm guessing Volley's just in the background during this side.
Yeah, unless someone's missing, I usually keep. I'm thinking I might keep Seal in the background as well, but I also kind of, I don't know.
He's been part of our combat group for a really long time.
I think the problem is it's hard to walk around with him.
It's well, it's also like balancing. Like usually you balance for, 6 party member, or well, balance. It's mostly balanced for like 4 to 6, and like he's adding an extra thing to your side, and it kind
So-
of makes things go longer because there's more turns. But I guess it's not
I was-
horrible.
I was debating whether or not to roll initiative from Anasa, but I decided not to. But
Yeah.
Oh,
I was
it's-
thinking of-
I've
It's
been
better than
kind
that
of.
spell that lets you summon like what 4 beasts or whatever it is.
I've been kind of leaning towards a little bit meta, like limiting it to 6 player things outside of like summons and stuff, which are resources, and having people
Recommend
play
those
background characters if like someone's missing as an option. So like say someone was out a week, you could bring Seal in as the 6th spot.
Or like Dosha or something.
Yeah, or Dosha or
It kind of
Volley.
takes away the fun of some of the stuff we've found or earned or befriended along the way, though.
I think it makes it a little bit better too because you don't have as much like time in combat to have all these turns. Plus, you could have
Aura.
Seal do other things too in the like background. I just mean for the combat stuff. Like you can still use them as a resource, but I'm still considering what I want to do. If I what I want to do about those. Because I don't want to necessarily have him feel useless, but at the same time, like, yeah, it's if I balance around a larger party, that means there's bigger battles and a lot more turns we have to deal with. Because then I have to, like, account for more vampires or more enemies being there as well. Because, you know,
So
behind the
classes that
scenes.
have-
Or go ahead.
What about classes that have like familiars or mounts or
There you
pets?
go.
That's a resource. That's a little different. Like, I don't balance around like you're gonna summon 8 like things to fight with you. That's
No, I mean
just-
like constant. I mean constant, like actual, like a ranger,
Like mine.
beast companion, or Drake, or
Yeah, well,
Well,
like,
those are already balanced
classed.
around
Yeah,
the-
exactly. The classes are balanced for those. So, like, yeah, that's worked into how powerful a class is. It's not just like you have a whole other party member. I mean, you do, but the ranger, like Beastmaster, for example, is balanced around having that. So, you know, he's not as powerful.
I mean,
as,
but
like,
yeah, okay.
It
I
gets
don't
to
know. I feel
attack
like
and dodge.
I have chosen not to use some of the things that I have earned on some of my creatures, like Manasa, on some of my characters. I have chosen not to use them in combat because I don't want to lose them. I don't want them to die. But like, I've paid story points to have some of them, and
well,
understood
your
that that was an
bracers are
option,
different.
so-
Like, your snake things are not. That
Oh,
would
I
be...
think she means.
Well, I was actually thinking more about Manasa, or if I ever want to bring my Wyvern into combat, or like, you know, other things that different characters have.
I mean, yeah, that's why I'm kind of thinking about how I want to handle that, but you can still use it for other things. Also, it would mean it's less likely to die if it's not, like, in every initiative.
Which
like,
is exactly why I have chosen not to use it, but I thought that I had the option to do so if I felt like it was necessary. So,
yeah,
or had a good
well,
reason to. So now it sounds like that may not be an option if you decide to go that route.
Yeah, but you also wouldn't have to worry about an ambush suddenly killing Manasa, like someone shooting her out of the sky or something. So it's
Well,
kind
like I said, that's exactly why I haven't brought her into combat very often. But I want the option to bring her into combat if I choose, because that was why I got her in the first place, was to have options.
Hey, I'm head out.
Yeah, that's kind of meta. Either she's going to be in danger or not. It shouldn't be like... Anyway, we can talk about this later, but I feel like it's
Well, I mean,
it's
I
slowing
agree
down.
it's meta, but you've always said, like, NPCs can either be in the background or like, okay, anyway. I just meant, like, I've